it's just very hard to fill those creases and make plays.
And you don't know where they're going a lot of times.
I'm both of y'all. We're having some technical difficulties here.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm echoing. That's kind of why I sounded funny at the very beginning. Is everything was echoing in the headset.
So,
but a wing tee with the guards pulling and motion, you just got a lot of folks moving. And if we catch you reading the guards, then we'll pull one guard left, one guard right, and just hand off straight up the middle. And you vacate the middle of the field. And I can't really remember what we called that. Oh, gut. That's just gut.
At Waynesville, we ran the old 32 cross buck.
There you go.
fake handoff right up the middle, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And I'll tell you what, though, I mean, if you get a good running back, you can milk that clock.
That's exactly right.
And that's what Coach Springs, I think, is going to try to do tonight. Is they're going to line up and try to score early and just eat clock time.
Yeah. You just definitely want to keep the ball, keep time possession in their hands. I looked up Coach Vose's record. He's been 4-6. This is his third year. He's been 4-6 the last 2 years with Cold Springs.
In a very tough region.
Oh, definitely. So, building and it's tough when you go to a 2A and are trying to rebrand and rebuild and start that foundation. So, definitely looking for a good win here tonight.
Now, 4-6 doesn't sound that great, but they were coming off a few seasons where they didn't win anything. Isn't that correct?
They've come off of 3 years ago. I think they were 1-9.
Yeah, they've.
It was, I think 0-10, maybe a year or two.
Yeah, I know they had some good years there when Chase Elliott's father Rodney was the coach there. They had a solid, 500 top.
And some playoff appearances.
100%. Yeah, and that's big for them.
Yes,
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
The thing I think he does is he brings back an identity that the community can relate to.
Yes. Yeah, I think they're very happy with him there.
Well,
hard-nosed, get after you. So,
that's a community that's used to winning.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they're in.
Whether it's basketball or track or cross country or whatever. And so, it's good to have a coach there that's going to try to get them back with some more wins in the win column.
I tell you, the odd thing is that he was helping his wife coach volleyball for years.
Wow.
And to make that transition from volleyball to football, quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, definitely. We've got about 45 viewers on there. We hope that everyone enjoyed the Cooking in Coleman segment that we were able to post last night. If you haven't seen that, check that out. We were able to highlight Luna's and Hanceville Drug Company, two foundations of this community when it comes to food and sweets and hospitality. We're going to do that each week. Next week, we locked down today. We will be doing Holly Pond Cafe at Holly Pond and our coffee truck, our mobile coffee truck in the town.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, they usually park. They park at S&S in Holly Pond this morning. Everybody's kind of car line. They pick that car line up a lot, and so they're based out of there. So we'll get a little treat from them and get some Holly Pond Cafe next week. It'll be a cool deal.
Well, I'll say this: over at Luna's yesterday, Abby and her group.
Oh, they did great.
Incredible spread of food.
Yep.
I felt sick when I left, not because the food was bad, it's because I ate so much of
So
it.
much food.
Unbelievable. And my favorite, well, I don't know what your favorite was. My top was probably the catfish, followed by that turkey.
I like the turkey with the white sauce on there. That was probably my favorite. And then, the cherry ice was just, that was really cool. I was telling my wife last night that we've got to bring my little boy to that place. He'll think that's really cool. And all the stuff they've got to look at, and then the little treat and sitting in the old stools. We're going to take him there pretty soon.
For those that don't know Dan, he's also got a little girl, but apparently she's not invited.
Yeah, well, evidently not going to take her.
Well, he's 4 and she's 1, so I think he'll enjoy it a little bit more.
Apparently she's not invited on the family outing.
Yeah.
So
she gets to hang with Mom.
Or the dog can keep her or something like that.
Yeah, I just had that.
Oh, you did? My bad. I didn't know you swapped. No, you're good. I didn't know you'd swap.
I'll say, back to the Hanceville Drug Company, that's the first time I ever had a cherry ice. I took my kids when they were younger to have a milkshake, which were incredible.
Yeah.
Cherry ice,
Cherry ice.
may be the sweetest thing I've ever put in my
Oh,
mouth.
man, it was so good, though.
I may have gone into a diabetic coma. I don't know. I woke up about 30 minutes later, was unsure where I was.
Where you were? You were still at the drug company?
Still at the drug company.
We called it Cooking in Coleman.
Cooking in Coleman.
Cooking in Coleman, yeah. So every place we visit will be a Coleman County establishment. And, it'll be really cool to highlight where
I don't know who came up with Cooking in Coleman. I'd chat GPT'd it.
Didn't get anything good there.
And there was a couple good ones, but I sent them to Ty. He vetoed all of them. I've lost all sound on mine. If y'all can hear me or not.
Yeah, you're good.
He vetoed all of those, and someone came up with Cooking in.
I like Cooking in Coleman. Yeah, I like that. Well, we are 18 minutes from kickoff here in Ray Talley Stadium, and couldn't be more excited for the first Friday. As AD had said earlier, the weather is wonderful. The fields, they did a really good job getting this field prepped, especially with the drought that we had, leading up to the season. I know we struggled with that at Holly Pond some and still have some dead spots there, but the field looks really, really good here. I love the shade that hits here on the field.
On the home side.
On the home side.
It's probably a little spicy over there on the visitor side, but you got to have some advantages at home.
A little home field advantage never hurts. So we've got the 2 Bulldogs out there, the mascots, along with the Eagle, and I don't know their names as far as what they call the dogs or what they call the Eagle. I know at Holly Pond we call the Bronco Gus. I'm not sure where in the world that came from, but they had a big sign that said Gus today, and he ran through it at the pep rally. So.
Well, there's a little bit of mascot love down there.
I know they have
the Eagle was hugging the Bulldog.
Friendly mascot.
Having a dance-off.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, that one did a little bit of whipping and nay-naying right there. So, and ring around the rosy.
We hope here that, of course, the Eagles bring you some score updates, too.
Yeah.
You said Fairview has picked up
Pisgah. Yeah, that's a big game. I know
game.
Holly Pond has Appalachian at home. Team 1A out of Aniana. Fairview's,
Appalachian, huh? Private school?
I don't think Appalachian's private school. I know Pisgah is the number 1 team in the state of Alabama in 2A.
That's the way to start things off.
So, hey, I mean, it'll be a good game. Oh, yeah, they travel. Yeah. I'm not sure who Good Hope plays. I don't know if you know that one, AD. They're Idle. Okay. It's got Falkville. And I'll tell you, Vinemont has a ton of seniors this year. This is a year that Vinemont has talked about for a while, and they've got high expectations. Yes.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Yeah. The mobile unit is really special. AD was mentioning that our mobile media unit that we've got now to supply everything, and it's more than that. It's it's got a security side in there if that ever
Crisis management.
Yeah, crisis management. It's really neat, and it's up here. If you'd like to check that out, see it. It's really cool, really special, something nice for our students to have.
Well, I've always said, and I know you guys agree, that even though we purchase something like this, education-based athletics is just a continuation of the school day.
Well, and I'll say this about Ty. He kind of had a vision for this.
Yeah.
There's been so much stuff to try to make this happen between hauling all that stuff back up to his office and back down. And he's had a vision for this, and I thank Dr. Barnett for kind of making it happen because it's pretty cool. And now it'll be able to take him out. I know we've done some cross-country stuff before, and we've got a perch up top. We've got Leah up top there. And just having the ability to film from up there and,
it's gonna be
call
really,
things from up there,
really
it's going to be really cool to highlight our kids.
I'm gonna hand my headset off to AD for just a second, and
Danny's got what's the thing called?
It's a funnel cake. A shout out to the concession stand or the funnel cake makers here. I think they might be from
He's
the band.
got a funnel cake that's going to need some serious business attended to it, I do believe, over there.
They're very good too.
Hey, I got a memory of a funnel cake.
Okay.
Let me share this real quick. We're at the state championship games when I was still coaching at Good Hope, and we go to Birmingham, and it is a howling, windy day. I'm talking winds gusting probably around 40 mile an hour. Nobody could throw the football. But here's where I'm going with this. Coach Witcher decides he wants one of these huge funnel cakes from the concession stand downstairs and not the popcorn that we were getting from the hospitality room upstairs. So we go down, and he gets him a funnel cake, and they load that thing up with powdered sugar. He has on a red jacket. He turns around, and the wind just powders him from head to toe. He looked like Santa Claus in a snowstorm.
I've got a funnel. So 2-3 years ago at the county fair, they have, the buildings in the back where, all the ag stuff and different vendors and stuff. And so Dr. Barnett wanted us to set up and take turns there. So I had my shift, and before my shift started, I went and got a corn dog and a funnel cake. And I was over there by myself and started eating. I had a black shirt on, bad call, and started eating. I started getting it on me. And there was a lady across the way. She was kind of looking at me, so I tried to duck down kind of behind the TV. I ate about half of it, was totally covered, and I stood up, and she looked at me and made the weirdest look because I knew I looked ridiculous. And I was like, could you watch my stuff for a few minutes while I go try to clean up? It was not good. It was real enjoyable sight.
You should have
for
took that powdered sugar and painted your white tie on that black shirt. That's what you should have done.
Yeah, it was. I made quite a mess.
But, man, the treats on the home side and on the visitor side tonight, it's some more something. And hopefully you folks that may be watching tonight, you'll venture out sometime during the course of this 10-game season. It's 11-week season because we have a 0 week. And experience, number one, experience a game at the school of your choice, but also be able to participate in some of these goodies that these folks make at the ball games.
I'll do a quick shout out, and we'll have to mention this a couple more times, but when we do the county basketball stuff, we've got a smaller team. This took a little bit bigger team that Ty kind of put together, but we've got a couple sideline cameras and spotters. We've got Chandler and Courtney on one side that are kind of bringing to action to everyone out there right on the sidelines. We've got Jessica and Chase, I think, on the other sideline. We've got Lee up top. We've got AD and Danny and myself here working these, and Ty and Chris in the back. It's a big operation. We appreciate everyone who's helping make this happen so we can bring it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
and I meant that positive about the trailer acquisition. Ty and our superintendent has been super about facilities, he understands the importance of education-based athletics, and not just the athletic aspect of it, but band and cheerleading and all our academic teams, kids being involved beyond the regular school day.
Yeah.
And
really?
I just really appreciate that he understands the importance of that and supports that. And we're able to do things like what we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
And
pretty cool moment that just happened right there. The Cold Springs band came out there, and the Hanceville band went a little wild for them, so that was pretty cool.
Did they?
Yeah, pretty cool. And that's another thing, sportsmanship. Old 61-year-old guys back in school. I'm trying to get my certificate.
Are you?
And I'm on course number 3, and that was one of the things today that was really emphasized is sportsmanship. And and saying this too about education-based athletics and sportsmanship, they go hand in hand because education-based athletics is completely different from club activity. They both have their good things, but I think with education-based athletics, we teach life skills, and if you look at the data, and I'm talking about nationwide, and I'm sure the data here in Coleman would speak the same as, athletes and folks that are involved in extracurricular activities have a tendency to be in school more. They have a tendency to their grades to be better. They have a tendency to develop those life skills that are so important, so crucial to being successful beyond the school years. And, and those are the things that education-based stuff brings to the table that maybe clubs and stuff like that don't. And, the interesting thing, and I never heard it put this way, was that with education-based athletics, it's all about the process. not the outcome. Even though the outcome's still important. I know you coach, I coach, and we love to win. I want to win if we play and compete, but I want to compete too. And compete carries with it quite a few more things. In other words, you have to prepare to compete. You got to work. You got to be selfless. You got to put some personal goals to the side burner as you focus on helping the team be its best. Just so many things. So what do you guys got to say about education-based athletics?
Let me ask you this, AD, real quick. You're talking because you kind of touched about it when you started talking about education-based athletics, and we'll probably hit this again during time, but we got some time to fill right now. We had some teams that got sportsmanship award with the state, but we also had a team that could have but didn't for whatever reason. So why don't you share that story?
I really appreciate Dr. Ayers at Holly Pond. They're doing some good things. The whole administration, and Danny's one of them over there as AP.
Okay,
serves as AD. But, he and Miss Sparks are doing wonderful things at the K-8 level, and Dr. Ayers and Mr. Sims are doing wonderful things at the high school level. And what happened was we had a participant, an athlete, who was not eligible from the standpoint of making a move. And what happened there was, I'm going to pause just a minute.
Let's pause
and for national anthem,
yes,
okay?
Here we go.
Gives you goosebumps.
Oh, man.
Play ball.
Yeah, it is Friday Night Football's back. Great job by the Hanceville band.
Man.
Did an incredible job.
I didn't realize I think they were playing. Was that Amazing Grace?
They played Amazing Grace.
When they first started playing, I started to put my hand over my heart, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, really cool intro there. I want to give a quick shout out and thank you to, I didn't catch your name.
I didn't either.
They've got a funnel cake stand over here on the home side, and the Hanceville band is running that.
You know who that is?
$5 funnel cakes, and they are delicious. They're worth the money. So if you are listening or on your way, or you know somebody here, that's worth the $5 to go over there and get that and support the band.
One thing I noticed, they brought two, and there was three.
They did not. Yeah,
no, she's still delivering. She's just
still
delivering
making.
back
She's
there.
still making. So.
I'm just kidding, but one thing.
He's all skinny though. He may not even eat this.
True.
Yeah, Doc's got on to me here as of late, but
got
you
known
know,
to me too, but what's he know?
yeah. Hey, returning to that story, we had a principal that the coach went to and let them know that they had made a mistake at playing. And it's that rule of playing at the varsity level. You know, the athlete could have participated at sub-varsity, but he played her at the varsity level. And honest mistake, but he went and told the principal. Principal, Dr. Nate Ayers, calls me and says, hey, this is what I think we need to do. And you know, I agree with him, is you got a choice to make. And the thing of integrity, if we're going to teach our kids to do the right thing, we need to do the right thing. So he turned himself in. And otherwise, nobody would ever know. And
that speaks volumes for the coach and for the principal, and it does set a great example for the kids. I mean, nobody likes to have to forfeit a game or lose something, but you end up gaining a whole lot more out of that. And we do appreciate it.
Yeah, I've given a shout out to him a couple times. I really appreciate how he handled that. I appreciate how the coach handled that, and the kid too.
It always seems to be better, and it's always better if you know and just self-report. I feel like things go better. You know, I mean, they're not going to let you hang on to it, but it says a lot for your character and your morals.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got the Eagles on the field. We do not have the Bulldogs yet. I think they are.
But their captains are getting ready to take the march.
Captains are about to head out.
Looks like we got Coleman Daly out there ready to cover the coin toss.
Cool. Good deal. I see Jake Murphy as well on the sidelines several times. Not sure. To the left, can't make out who that is, but I think maybe Coleman Tribune. I know Coleman Tribune actually, they do a really good job on Friday night scoreboard, Facebook.
They do.
All our media sites do an incredible job.
Here they go,
athletes.
marching to the middle.
Yep.
A little known fact on the website here: 77% of the time, whoever wins the coin toss wins the game.
Yeah, I'm going to say that stats.
Not true.
Stats can say anything you want
That's
to.
exactly right. Let's see, on the Hanceville side, our captains are number 24. That is Xavier Malcolm. He's 5'5", 125 sophomore. We also have number 5 for the Bulldogs, Marquise Lee. He is a running back DB. He's 5'7", 150 senior. Number 7 for the Dogs is Ashton Hurst, a tight end linebacker. He's 6'1", 220 senior. And rounding out their captains is number 52, who is Eli Aiken. And if I mess these names up, please let me know. I'll do the best I can. He's a 6'1", O-line, D-line guy. He probably goes both ways. He's 265. He's a senior. So some great leaders there. One of my first ever students just set up beside me here somewhere. Marlon.
I think that is Marley, Parkside legend and now a Hanceville Bulldog.
Yeah, it's her senior year.
And I believe she is a senior this year.
So Marley was in my first ever 3rd grade class.
Okay, who won the kick or the coin toss?
Marley took us there. So
sorry about that, folks.
Cold Springs going to receive, and he gave us the thing about Coach Vose that really amazed me when I called him and asked for a roster. Man, he sent me starters and everything.
I liked it. Who played a lot? Who played a little?
He's old school, and he and I both agreed. There's no secrets in this game.
No.
People may think there are, but there's not. With huddle and as much videoing that takes place that isn't supposed to take place. You can find out any and all info, but you're going to see a basic wing tee, maybe some different formations from the wing tee with Cold Springs. And what I've seen from Hanceville in warm-ups is basically a 2-by-1 offensive formation, one back set, running some zone and power, and we'll just see. We'll just see as we go what Hanceville's offense actually morphs into.
Since we're starting, the Bulldogs are starting out on defense, I'll hit the starters that I have on paper.
Okay.
I've got defensive tackles Justin Stewart and Eddie Bright, along with Bailey Gann and Ethan Clark. Braden Coleman is a defensive end. Trey Bailey is another defensive end there. Our linebackers are Will Jackson, Cooper Johnson, and Matt Williams. Brady Phillips and Mason Gable are the starting cornerbacks. Clayton Terry is the starting strong safety, and Kason Alexander is the free safety. Some highlighted players here to watch tonight. We've got Tyson Kilgo, a linebacker, number 2. Kevin Puckett, number 20, a DN. And Ethan Day, a defensive back, number 4. So that's kind of rounding out the defense for the Bulldogs.
And Ethan Day is also quarterback.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Ethan Day's quarterback, and kick returners tonight should be, according to his roster, Case and Alexander and Mason Gable should be back deep on kickoff return.
I want to apologize. That was the defense for Cold Springs starters there. So we talked to, that was the Cold Springs guys we were talking about there.
So why don't you hit? Do you have their offense?
I don't have their starters. I've got their lineup, and we'll hit them as they go. Their starters are on the side there, so I can go with.
They're on the field now too.
Yeah, offensively, well, this is the kick team, so we don't have the
right,
offense out yet.
Yeah, it's a kick team. They'll be out there in a minute.
Quarterback, he's a junior, Hunter Black.
Kicker number 10 out here for them is going to be Braden Hallman.
Okay. So that's actually the Bulldogs kicking.
Yes.
And so he's not on your roster over there.
Turns out that the Bulldogs are in the purple.
Yeah, so who would have thought? And I think he's not number 10. I think that's 17 that's kicking.
Could be. Could be. And
right.
this season is underway, folks.
Yes, it is.
Short kick, number 5.
Case and Alexander with the ball.
Rattles through some
About 10 yards on a return.
Good return.
Their height, number 6, going to let them know I was part of that tackle.
It's 7:01, so there was a lot of kicks made right there in the state of Alabama.
Yes,
That's
there
right.
were. Yes, there were.
A lot of excitement.
And hopefully a lot of fans in the stands. We've got a pretty good crowd here tonight with the Cold Springs Eagles going to take possession 1st and 10 on their own 31. Let's see what they come out set-wise. Looks like it's going to be a right formation, what we would call back in the day Roger. Not everybody calls it the same, but if you're traditionalist, it's a Roger set, just meaning right. It's going to be a give to the fullback, just a little power. He's going to grind. What do you say there?
Guys. 6 yards?
Yeah, that one, and that's what you're going to see.
Going to have a flag. I think that may have been a face mask. It looked like they got a hold of it a couple of times, maybe not.
You're going to see a lot of that tonight. I would say, I haven't watched Cold Springs, but we're probably looking, 7-8 passes all night long?
Yeah, this one's going to roll pretty quick, I do figure.
Yeah.
They're both running. Oh, look at that. I called that one.
Yeah,
one for one.
Richard got that right. Hey, Richard, you keep it up. We're going to give you the officials test. Put a white hat on it, bro.
Well, we know that half the stadium was not happy with that call, though. So
No, but it's going to give the Eagles good field position, just short of midfield, and they're on 47.
I do believe they got his face mask twice, though.
And here we go.
Allman under center again.
Same formation.
I'm sorry, Day under center. Look at these together.
Let's see where we go. Is it right back? Nope.
Yeah, we're going to go to Bucksweek.
Oh, he's right. Nice block out front by number 69.
The toughest
Eddie Maroney.
Toughest play on wing T to stop if you're good at doing it. They call that hitting that stovepipe. You know that, Dan.
Yeah, that's right.
Hitting that stovepipe, and if you can hit it, that just means hitting it perfect. Right when everything gets pinned and kicked out, if you hit it just right, there's nobody there. And execute that very well.
Their running back was right on the hip of that. I believe he pulled from the other side. Maybe not, but he was right on his hip and followed him 10, 15 yards.
Yeah, so we went left, we went right. Back-to-back runs.
Go back to the wide side here.
Fullback, halfback. Let's see who gets it here.
That's going to just be a little tailback power.
But he powered forward for about 3 yards.
And what they'll do with this is they'll lull you to sleep. You'll get so ingrained on stopping the run, and then he'll hit you over the top, and it's a touchdown.
And it's, with that waggle pass, and Coach Springs got that big tight end, and he's perfect for this offense from that standpoint.
Yeah, you definitely want that tight end there. That's your guy. That's your target.
And you're right, bringing him across the top, and you don't have your folks at home paying attention, you get burned in a hurry.
You got a lot in the box.
You get that little screen. They can get a screen pass right there in the middle too.
Nothing going. It's going to be 3rd down and probably
3rd and 7. No, they did get a yard.
3rd and 6, 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. I can't hardly see the numbers on these black jerseys, but look like several on this right side of the defensive line there for the Bulldogs, just stopping that pretty much at the line of scrimmage.
That's why I gave Danny the Hanceville roster, because he's got those young eyes.
Yeah. It is tough to see, especially here as it gets darker. It's going to get harder.
I feel like this receiver right here, number 9, could probably do a hot route right there. Take it to the house. Oh, that's a nice.
Here we go, coming back.
He got the edge there. See if going to be down about the 16, 17-yard line, out of bounds. That was
it's number 5, it looked like.
Number 5, that's Case and Alexander. He's a running back and a defensive back. Cold Springs. Probably a lot of guys playing both ways.
Yeah, probably so. Looking from here, Hanceville's got a pretty solid D-line. They're big physical guys.
Big physical guys. It's just, if you have really seen this offense, which
No.
you don't see it much anymore.
And it wears on you, because they keep you on the field so long. So it wears that defense down.
Oh,
we got a drop there.
Oh,
Fumble.
maybe
It's
a
on
fumble.
the floor.
I think
Hanceville thinks
may
they
have
got it.
And no call yet.
And they do.
But it is. It is Hanceville.
I've not seen a signal, though.
They've come up with the ball.
There it
Hanceville
is.
football. So
Nice.
Hanceville, because they keep you on the field so long. So it wears that defense down.
Oh,
we got a drop there.
Oh,
Fumble.
maybe
It's
a
on the
fumble.
floor.
I think
Hanceville thinks.
Yeah, that's
I thought that was y'all talking.
Replay.
That's a big stop. That's a big stop right
Yes,
there
it is.
for Hanceville.
They were driving well, and that's unfortunate there for Cold Springs, but I think they'll be able to keep moving it. We'll see if Hanceville can dig in and keep doing that though.
I want to give a shout out to Leah Drock. She's a loyal fan. She's checking in with us. So
Well, you got a 3-by-1. That just means 3 wide receivers up top, 1 here, and we're going to bring him around. Give it to him on a little hand sweep. What an open field tackle right here.
Wow.
We got to call that number.
tattooed
guys.
him there. Yeah, that was.
Was that number 9?
That's number 9.
Is it number 9?
Number
Who is
9,
that?
that's Mason Gable. Going to keep an eye on him because he just ate somebody's lunch.
Yeah, he got all of that one there. He's a senior.
That's when you're the running back and you take that, you're wondering who's supposed to be out there
Yeah.
blocking for you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
somebody missed that one. So
Good stop right there.
And is that him that hopping off the field?
they just got hit. I'm not sure who took that hit there. And like I said, with the black numbers or with the black jerseys and the purple numbers, it is tough to see, especially this far away from our booth.
We're gonna have to
we're on
bring
the
us some
6-yard line.
binoculars.
Oh, that's a
Nice
hole
hole, but-
open for a second, but it closed quickly. Those big guys from Cold Springs 72 is right there in part of the stop. That's Trey Bailey.
Yeah, 72, 69, I do believe, right there, or either 68. I know Justin Stewart's going to play a lot at that defensive tackle, but number 72, Trey Bailey, of course, Eddie Maloney, going to play there too some. He's got 4 defensive tackles he can rotate in and out. He's very comfortable with, he said. And that is certainly a huge, huge benefit at a small school.
Oh, he's got him in the
quarterback's
backfield, but
rolling.
he
He's
gets
gonna
away.
Oh, that's a nice
And
catch.
he does catch that, brings
That's
it
going
in.
to be a first down.
Yeah, that's going to be a
That's
first
going to be
down.
at about the 27-yard line. That was a nice throw.
That was.
He bought some time. I got kind of lost on the play with the crowd that walked in front of us there. But he kept it alive.
Quarterback doing a good job getting outside the box, setting up, making a good throw. That's a big first down. Gets you out of the hole a little bit.
Was that third down? Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Single back set.
Quarterback puts the receiver in
2-by-1
motion.
with a tight end there. Nope.
Try to run it right up the middle. Nothing doing there.
Look like try to trap that or either zone it.
22 coming in. That's Cooper Johnson. He's a linebacker, but he may have been coming from the cornerback. Linebacker, he's playing out right there in the middle. Imagine we'll see him on a lot of plays.
Got a small student section over there for Cold Springs. That's pretty good. Traveled to Hanceville.
It's a pretty good haul. See our very own Ty Watwood's daughter walking in the bag from McDonald's. That was pretty good.
Oh, he gets him away again.
Barely got him by the
Yeah,
foot.
he did.
He knows he blew an opportunity.
Yeah, he had a spot there. That was
Had a
number
little bit of
5.
room to run. We're bringing up third down.
These corners are playing tough for Cold Springs, getting up in a hurry, and he's playing a cover 2 look behind that. Some folks say, well, just throw that, but if you do, that safety should be there to help with that.
Yeah, Marquise
should
Lee,
try to
number
throw
5
that.
there, the running back. Almost got loose there, got knocked down. He's back in the backfield again.
Going to bring up
He's
third
got
and
some
very
speed to him,
long.
so he
He
may
is.
break one at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah, he's quick.
Same formation.
7
This
goes
time I
in
put a little
motion.
air in this ball here. It's me.
It's a fake,
Oh,
play action,
he's
rolls
rolling.
left. He's a righty, so he's got
Have
to
to get
turn the
himself
whole
set up
body.
though to throw it.
Doesn't have
And that's
anything.
not going to work. It's going to be 4th and 9. Some coaches refuse to punt. What do you think about that?
I think we're going to see the bunt.
I say so too, and that play action was not designed for him to roll left.
No, that's a tough to get yourself turned and set. I'll tell you what I do right here. I kick the field goal.
If he kicks one right here, we'll go ahead.
Hey, state record.
That's a
You get
D1
record
sign,
book.
yeah.
Record book. Actually, you could kick it down it as good as punt.
get our first look at Hanceville's punter. It's
Yeah,
number
5 and 12, the same guy, or 9.
Hunter Black, I think.
Yeah,
Mason Gable and Casey Alexander going to be back to receive this punt for Cold Springs.
Hesitates, kicks.
Oh, that's going to be a short kick.
Not a great one.
Yeah.
It'll be out about the
Out of
48-yard line
Yeah.
on their 48.
Let's
Hanceville's
see.
48, I think.
He's going to walk it up a little bit. Not
We're not-
Oh,
Look
what
at
a
Richard.
call.
Look at Richard.
And we're not going to have,
49, I guess.
total yardage statistics, but Cold Springs moved the ball well that first possession until the missed handoff there, and so they probably got 40 yards of offense already. And,
Yeah.
if that's being conservative.
Their offense was frustrated after that.
You
moved
work
the ball well like that. Then fumble within the last, in the red zone. That's tough.
That's about 49 yards, actually.
Is that what we had?
offense.
Okay.
Yeah, about 49.
I knew I was probably being conservative with 40 there. So, back in the wing
about
tee.
right on it.
Oh, there we go.
Pretty close.
Oh, I thought he was going to.
And
I
it's
feel like if he broke that to the outside, they had some yards. Good sportsmanship by Hanceville, pulling the player up. Number 3 on the carry, that's Matt Williams, 12th grader. He's a senior. Running back. And
That's just that lead play, fullback lead or fullback power, whatever you want to call it, back that weak side. That's one thing Cold Springs has done. They've run a little bit to the tight end, and they've also run to this open side a good bit, being balanced.
5:50 left in the quarter. The first quarter, the clock is ticking pretty quickly.
still 0-0
Cut back to the inside and
Gets
run
a-
around. Looks like
It's a first down.
Number 5, Casey Alexander on the carry.
He's close.
he got
I think he got it. Yeah.
I agree with Danny. I think
Yeah,
he's got it. I see
well, I
the-
don't know if the ref didn't signal it, but the down marker guy
Yeah, the
did.
chain guy
he
did.
walked on down there and gave the signal, and everybody moved. Like, are we taking a water timeout right here?
Should be a heat timeout.
Yeah, heat break timeout. And AD, way more on that than me. So give our guys at home the heat timeout explanation.
It's just one of those deals where they take a heat break here in the middle of the quarter, it's first dead ball after 6 minutes play. And this being that first dead ball, they'll take that, even though it's only 82 degrees.
So we're going to go to commercial.
All right, we are headed to commercial break.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major's striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team, shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
First and 10 for Cold Springs. I can't. Richard, Danny, either one of y'all make out what yard line we on? Right
We
We're on the
are
38, 37?
yeah, somewhere right in there. They're on the opposite field, guys at home. We're on the other end of the field broadcasting this, so we're not sitting at the 50. We had to
loss there.
kind of get in where we fit in here, so we're on the other end. If they were right in front of us, it'd be great, but they'll get down here eventually. So
Next quarter.
yeah, flip it around.
Outstanding play there by the middle of Hanceville's defense, which again can't quite make out the number, but it looks like that defensive tackle from the far left over there in on that initial stop.
I've texted some principals to get some score updates here. I've got a middle school update because Good Hope Middle's playing tonight against Fife. Yeah, it's 6-0 halfway through the first quarter.
I assume that's
and
Good
then-
Hope up. Nothing happening here on.
And then there's a varsity and JV jamboree follows that tonight. So we'll keep you some score updates as we get those throughout the night.
On the field.
All right, we are third down and about 6 yards to go. Just going to take a wild guess. I bet we're going to run this one.
Yeah, that's probably what Hanceville's thinking too, though. But the first time you hit that tight end or one of those slot receivers,
Yeah,
it's going to be tough because you've got a one-on-one right here. Anytime you want
that waggle or box or what they call box.
Oh, he's
There it
rolling
is.
out for
Here's
the
the
throw,
waggle.
but he's not going to get there.
Oh, he does
he
throw.
did.
He's got him high.
Oh, he got
Interception.
picked off.
And he's got a chance to run
Good.
this back.
Go.
It's a pick six. It's a pick six.
Who is
That
that?
is number 5, I believe.
I think that's
No,
number 8. Number 8. That's going to be
It is number 8. That is
Drake Bentley taking it to the house.
We
the
got
junior.
some laundry on the field,
Uh-oh.
guys.
Oh, wow. Got 2 flags thrown, and we will.
Normally behind a play like that, I'm not as good as Richard, but normally it's blocking back.
Yeah, it's going to
Man.
be. They're going to be bringing that back away. That's unfortunate because that kid was going to strut big in the halls on Monday.
You know, the band already had the fight song going, and we've halted it. So not a good sign when your band halts the fight song.
Well, I happened to look down, and I saw a Cold Springs player take out an official. And I figured he probably had a little help from behind.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't do that very often on their own. So
they did call that.
Yep, good call,
Block
AD.
in the back. So that one comes back. Keeps
you always
us.
hate when they have a block in the back when you're way out of the play, and then the PA announcer calls your number out in case the coach missed it.
Yep, it's 70-plus yard.
Oh man, what a great
interception return nullified there.
Yeah, not taking anything away from Drake Bentley. Great, great awareness there. Picked that off, ran it all the way back.
Absolutely.
And that's gonna keep Cold Springs a little hesitant when they run that again.
Yeah.
First play of the game is a potential game changer. So
what we got two crucial turnovers on two big drives.
Yeah. Two turnovers.
At least they'll get Hanceville. They lost their touchdown, but they do get to keep the ball. So they just now have 55 yards to go, I guess.
Yeah, it came after the interception, so yeah, they get to keep the ball.
Oh, he steps up and throws as he's falling down. Nice throw.
Yeah, great throw.
That's a good job by the receiver settling down in the open area over there, giving the quarterback a chance to make the play.
The quarterback was on his way down as he let that go, and he threw pretty good ways across the field there.
See if we can get a number on that young man, but that was a really good job by him. Smart, real smart. Settle down in open grass and just kind of work as you quarterback gets wide, you get wide, give him an opportunity to find you.
He was pretty open too. How he shook his guy. Hand off, nice move.
Marquise Lee.
Going to have some holding, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what they come back.
Yeah, that's kind of in that area.
Although I will say this, 72 on Cold Springs. That's Trey Bailey. He was gotten to the backfield. As he got up, he was adjusting his helmet. So I don't know if he got dragged down by his face.
May have.
Looked like a zone play. Didn't really develop very good. Maybe because of that, some penetration by Cold Springs.
It is a holding, yeah. It is a holding. So they're coming back a little bit. And that puts Hanceville back on right at the 50.
I'll tell you, I'm a little surprised at the lack of activity on the hills. It's normally the place where that's normally the game within the game when it goes on the hills.
They're gathering
They're starting to get the game going down there.
Oh, here we go.
Far end. All right, so going to be first and looks like about 20, maybe a little further than that by a little bit. First and 20.
Another throw. They put in there a lot.
Well, relatively speaking.
Well,
this is no Thompson's offense.
No.
Which Thompson lost last night.
They did. Did you watch that, AD? Did you watch that game?
I didn't get to watch that.
Oh, man, it was a great ball game. I was able to catch the end of it at home. The start of it, our trainer at Holly Pond, Jordan King, and I, we watched it. We had a volleyball game, middle school. We watched some of it there. But
I don't feel like the volleyball. You got your undivided attention.
With a cell phone
we had an iPad. Yeah, we had an iPad in the corner. Thompson lost in overtime. They scored, got the single, and then
from Georgia.
Yeah, Grayton went for two in overtime and got it.
Ball!
It goes
fumbled
out of bounds.
Good thing.
Hey, great pitch and catch and a little sidearm action there by Hunter Black that time, throwing the ball. All these young quarterbacks, I guess, watching Patrick Mahomes and some of these others that change your release points.
You know, and with the way kids, will transfer now, that's a big part. If you're a quarterback and you're not a fan of the offense, it's it's different nowadays. That's all I'll say.
The rules, and you guys know
nice
this.
cutback.
Nice cut.
Oh, that's a good block. That's a good block.
That's going to be Leith one-on-one, a shake shimmy, and he's going to get into the end
there.
zone.
He got it over the pylon.
Great run by number 5, Marquise Leith.
Yep, Marquise Leith. All 5'7" of them stretched out.
Hey, that was
Peyton Twilley
with the block.
Disappointed because that was his touchdown, I think. That was called back.
I don't know who made that block, but they deserve a lot of credit right there. So Hanceville does get their touchdown, and that's going to make it 6-0 with 2:04 left here in the first at Ray Talley Stadium. And we're going to kick the extra point, which is sometimes you don't see that in high school football. A lot of times you don't have a kicker that can get it in, so we'll see.
We'll see what happens
what
here.
we can do here.
Cold Springs will jump. And that one
Was
looks
it
like it
nice
may
kick?
have gone to the side.
Had the distance.
Wide left, and evidently he didn't get in the neutral zone. So
Had the distance, but it'll stay 6-0, 2:04, and we're going to head to commercial break. Check out these guys that support Coleman County Schools.
And welcome back. We have our first score of the game. Hanceville takes the lead 6-0 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been a lot of running and a couple of passes. A few of those passes have been kind of dangerous and had some bad results. We also had some good passing on Hanceville's side, though. And
2 turnovers by Colt Springs has been.
I don't know what's going on over there, but the Colt Springs mascot just headed way out to the park. Looks like they're leaving the stadium there, done for the night.
Disappointed with the score there and headed out.
look, he'll fly right back.
Yeah, fly right back in.
Be right back here. Here comes the kickoff.
Going to highlight our coaches for Hanceville real quick. We talked about Levi Estes, the head coach. The assistants are the offensive coordinators, Braxton Mann.
Short pop-up.
That's taken by number 7, Clayton Cherry from Cold Springs. It does what it's designed to do, not give him much running room.
Jacob Antonio, he's the running back, D-line coach. Ed Webb, which I know Ed personally, middle school coach. Ed's a great dude. I love talking to Ed, working with Ed. He's a good guy. Wide receiver DBs, and then Dakota Hurst is tight end linebackers. Daniel Wakefield is the leader of this school, the principal, and we want to give him a shout out. Great guy. And then Emily Brown's the AP and the athletic director. So shout out to you too.
Yeah, she's first athletic director that's ever sent me an email on game day saying I've double checked and triple checked. Everybody's ready to go.
She's not going to miss something. Yeah, she is very organized.
So she has done her due diligence to make sure these kids can get on the field, and I appreciate that work. Short gain right there.
I'm going to send you an email Monday, AD, so I'll be the
You're going to send me one?
First middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah, be like, I want to shout out these two guys right here. Just got a text, touchdown Aggies. Colt Redding gets in, 7-0. Aggies over Pisgah.
Boy, that's huge.
So that is big.
Colt a sophomore?
Colt, I'm not sure if he's a sophomore or junior. I know he does it all. He's QB, punter, kicker, punt returner, kick returner. We
ride that horse.
he can do it. He can do it all. I was talking to one of their assistant coaches, an instructional aide at our school, and he was talking about how valuable he was to the team. They were very looking forward to the run.
Got an athletic family. Colt Redding does.
Yes,
of course, his dad was he'll probably name a ball field after him or something someday.
Yeah.
His sister was state champion
Pole ball, I think. And then
Uh,
I think she's actually playing volleyball somewhere now.
They dropped her off about 3 weeks ago, and she's playing volleyball. Can't remember where.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm glad they all take after their mother.
Yeah, she's tall. I bet she's probably a pretty good athlete too.
George's a heck of an athlete too.
Yeah, both of them.
Has done a great job with that program out there at Fairview.
Oh man, well, he's been there for very
right
long.
formation, gonna run buck
Oh,
sweep.
right
It's been a good play
Oh,
for
Oh,
him.
that's caught him right at the back.
One away. 25-yard touchdown pass, 7-0 Holly Pond. Holly Pond leads Appalachian 7-0.
Wow, that's big.
25-yard.
I hope Holly Pond can open this season.
Oh,
with
man,
a
that would
big
be
W.
huge.
Man, it'll be rocking out Bronco World next week.
Nice run right there by Casey Alexander. Picked up the first down.
Coach McDaniel, it's his first year out there trying to establish, good ground there. And, that's a big time. So I appreciate these principals sending these in. We will hit you with these scores anytime we get them so that we can keep you updated with.
And that way we know they're accurate too.
Yeah, that's right. So I need to text Robin Netherton. I didn't get him on there. So
while we're in between plays here, let's hear about either of your all's football experience back in the day. Either of y'all have some football experience?
Oh, yeah. I remember my very first game, I played right guard, and I was a sophomore and had beat out a junior for that position.
You were a right guard?
Yeah, I was right guard in the wing. The wing tee that year, in the early years, junior high, we was running wishbone. I was fullback, but I got promoted to guard. And we played career.
We're going to cut that story for just a second. We're going to commercial.
Commercial break. We will be back for the second quarter.
Bulldogs fans, we could win a massive home field makeover thanks to T-Mobile. Please start your chance to win by posting on Instagram.
Hey, we're going to give you guys, we did some pregame interviews with our coaches, so we're going to go to Coach Estes' interview, head coach for Hanceville.
Hey, Coach, so the weather's been hot since practice this morning. How are you guys handling the humidity?
I think we did a good job all summer of conditioning and being ready for tonight, so I think we're going to handle it well. It's a little bit cooler tonight. The sun's going down. We got the shade on our side, so I think we're going to have a good night.
What do you feel like your team needs to do tonight to get some success?
We just got to worry about us. We got to execute our assignment. Know that the game is won when you execute correctly and you do the little things right on your side of the ball. It doesn't matter who shows up on the other side or what they're doing, as long as we execute the small things that we've been taught throughout the summer and throughout the week of practice this week. We'll be good to go.
From Hanceville.
Yeah, he's really like that part of bringing that in and having the ability to have those coach interviews. I know we do that in the county tournament a lot live, but getting them pregame, and we're gonna try to get a halftime hit here. Or?
Yeah, we're going to try. What we're going to do, the coaches in the lead, we're going to catch them coming back out, and we're going to catch the coaches behind, kind of going in. But same formation, straight T right here, tight T. Ran a little bit of power, and I'm sure what has been emphasized in that huddle over there on the sideline is ball security. Hang on to the ball, protect the ball, and because we're shooting ourselves in the foot. And for Hanceville, I'm sure they stressed over there defensively, hey guys, just stay resilient, keep playing each down, and give yourself a chance to make a play.
Yeah, and they're close right here to getting the score and getting it back within a tied ball game here. We're going to have one of our new APs, Emmy Hoagland, join us. She is the new assistant principal at Parkside in Vinemont, so she's going to step on here with us for just a second.
Sure.
All right. We'll keep an eye on the action too. While we're going to ask her a couple questions. A handoff by Cold Springs.
Thank you for joining us, Emmy. We've got a quick update from your old workplace there, West Point. They're 0-0 into the first quarter, so we've got a West Point score, a Good Hope Middle, a Fairview, and a Holly Pond. We're lacking Vinemont. We'll get those soon.
Emmy, so what brings us our new AP out at Parkside and at Vinemont Middle School? What brings you out to Cold Springs, Hanceville game?
Hanceville game. I am actually here supporting my family. I've got 2 nieces that are in the band and 1 that cheers.
Okay. At Cold Springs?
For Cold Springs.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's where you grew up. Nice run up the middle.
Nice run. He's going to get to the 10 there and fall.
So, Emmy, this is football, and you didn't mention a whole lot about watching the football part of it. Are you a football fan?
No. Okay.
No.
Well, you don't have to lie to us. So.
I don't know anything about it.
It doesn't seem to be right to be around here without being an Alabama or Auburn fan, so which one would you pick?
I'll be honest, neither. I mean, I'm split evenly between the 2.
Okay, so we're not picking either.
Nope.
We've got a cramp there from one of the Bulldogs, and the trainer runs on the field, but he's able to get off, just a quick cramp, but stoppage of play will make him have a substitution.
So when you're at a football game, I don't know how many you go to, evidently not a whole bunch because you're not a big fan. What's your go-to snack at the concession stand?
You got to have an answer for that one. There we go.
Nachos.
Okay.
With jalapenos or not?
With.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as they're not too spicy.
So tell us about your job. What about your 2 schools?
Well, it's my first year as assistant principal, and it's been different. It's a lot different than being in the classroom, but I'm enjoying it.
Touchdown.
Hold on 1 second. We got a touchdown.
Touchdown, Cold Springs Eagles, straight up the middle. I don't think that Matt was touched there. I think that was just clean, had a large hole, and that's going to put it 6-6. We'll see if Cold Springs tries to kick or if they'll go for the 2.
They struggle with the kicks in pregame, so we'll see how that goes.
We'll see what kind of risk we're going to have here.
So let me go ahead.
Yeah, and see that right there tells you how much I was not even paying attention to what was going on.
Oh, you were telling your story.
So tell us.
They are going to go for 2.
They're going to go for 2, and we'll get you updated on that. Emmy, tell us about your experience with Parkside and Vinemont thus far.
Both schools are very, very good. I'm enjoying being there around the different types of people. The cultures.
It's a fumble, and Hanceville's going to stop that 2-point conversion. So the culture?
The culture at both schools are completely different, but they're both amazing. They have amazing educators at each one of them, and I'm thoroughly enjoying every bit of it.
So you got a funny story or something that surprised you from either school in the first 2 weeks?
No, well, I went to my first middle school football game earlier in this week, and one thing that I will say about football season is it brings out the energy in people.
Oh, yes, it does.
There was a little kid running around. I mean, just running around crazy, just screaming, "This is the best football game ever!" And I was like, you know what? That's exactly what football is about.
There we go.
Well, how do you know? You don't even like football.
I know, but the energy, you can feel the energy.
Well, that's good. So, who do you think's going to win this game? And based on what you've seen, because I'm sure you've been studying it, what do you like about both teams here?
What do you mean I study? I didn't
Yeah, I'm
study
sure
it.
you were watching it up there. What do you see liking out of both teams?
It's tied.
Give us what you
Your
consider the
in-game
final
prediction.
score.
Your
Final
in-game
score.
prediction. What you got? They go
Okay,
it.
you have to understand, I don't even know when they score, how many points do they get?
Oh, this is very sad. All right,
This one is
you
tough.
get 6 points
6
per
points.
touchdown.
And he's going to help you out.
You get 6 points. So what do you think the final score is going to be?
12-6.
Oh,
12-6.
wow.
And
Okay,
who
not a
you
lot of
picking as
action.
winner?
I'm going to have to go with Cold Spring since I'm here supporting them.
All right. So
Okay, she's
we'll
going
see if that comes
with the
true.
away team. All right. Well, we appreciate you stopping by and on air. We wish you good luck
Yeah, congratulations.
this year. Congratulations on being one of our newest APs, and hope you have a great season.
Yeah, thanks.
Enjoy those nachos.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will.
And we will let the data portion of this game get back to you, which is Alan Dunkley. We are tied 6-6, 9:22 left here at Ray Talley Stadium. And Cold Springs looking to kick. We've had some good movement, some turnovers, some action here. So we'll see if Leach can get this one loose, and he may do it. He may be gone.
Good Oakfield tackle.
Yeah.
Touchdown saving tackle.
Touchdown
by number
saving
10,
tackle.
Braden Hallman.
Yeah, Leith, he can go. He can go. He's a player. He's quick. He's agile. He's got some good tools in his toolbox. That's a good saying right there, isn't it? That got you, didn't it? That got you.
That's pretty good.
When he goes to work, he packs all the tools.
When he starts running, you better pack a lunch because he's going to be there all day. See the band's down here getting ready for Hanceville.
That's a big band.
That is a good size band. They've got more in the band than they do on the team, I think.
I've got 3-by-1 set, 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. I'm going to put Leith there to that wide side.
There's the man we need to interview, which is Wesley Laney.
He's looking for a cutback.
Oh, that's a nice run. He's tiptoeing down the sideline.
Good run by Leith.
Yeah, that's
Now
Marcus
Wesley
Leith.
Laney he's got some solid athletes in his family.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, his boys are good.
But I didn't know about his boys. I know.
Yeah,
his
they play.
nephew.
They're baseball. They're baseball guys.
Really?
Yeah. West Point Warriors.
Both the Blackwood kids have played for a time at Coleman and then in Hartsville. And I think one of them may have gone to Walls to play some baseball.
Wesley is.
I think one just transferred to Alabama.
Wesley is such a fly under the radar guy that makes so much happen for Colton County Schools.
Oh my goodness.
We appreciate him.
We have buildings and construction going on literally every campus, and he oversees so much of that.
There goes Leith again. He's got the left corner. He's going to
He's
stiff
fat.
arm.
Oh, that could be a penalty. He tackled him on the track, so
yeah, we've got to
frown upon that.
Coach over here trying to work that a little bit.
Yeah, he's wanting
see if he
that
can
one.
get a call, but
he's not going to get
contact
that. I think contact was early. Yeah, contact was early.
So
and number 7's pretty happy with that tackle. That was Clayton Terry. We'll get a little action over on the
student section side.
Well, no, over on the visitor side, the hill.
Got a lot of movement going on.
Create a little slide. I'm sure the parents will be tickled about how the pants look at the end of the night.
Do you start to fall a little bit? He'll
That's right.
Slick, so
those will be
they can do some sliding now.
Oh, he's dropping. Oh, he's going to get crushed.
Got nowhere to go. He evades Johnny Manziel. He's still on his feet.
Is he still up? Oh, I thought he could have got around him. He may have been able to
get a flag. Got a flag.
I don't know what that's going to be on unless we had a peelback block or something maybe on the periphery.
Anytime those plays get extended away, it kind of opens up for holding. I think sometimes those big guys don't even realize the play's still going on, and all of a sudden it's going by them, and they've got to grab a hold of something.
Yeah, that, and the peelback block's not what it used to be, and that's for safety reasons and understandable, and of course holding, and then you've got the notorious block in the back most of the time, but here's probably a holding.
Robin Netherton hit me with a text here. It is 8-0. Vinemont High School leads Faulkner.
All right.
So
That's
right now, Coleman County's leading in every. Well, the West Point game's tied, so nobody's down yet.
good.
We'd love to keep it that way, right, AD? That'd be nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
We won't come through tonight.
Oh,
with,
that'd be big, man.
W's for all
That
the
would be
Coleman County
big.
schools.
And you know, the reason that we are highlighting this game is it's two in-county teams playing.
Yep.
You know,
and if folks are patient, we'll get to their team.
that's exactly right. So tune in each week, and you know we've got a schedule out. I know that's on CCBOE's Facebook page. We've got a timeout taken
by Hanceville, I think?
Yeah, and we're going to go to commercial break. Check out these guys that support Coleman County Schools.
Correction, the call earlier was a blindside block against Hanceville.
All right, Hanceville coming back from a timeout that they had called here with second and long. After that penalty, still 6'6", 8:45 left to play.
Got some three receivers split out.
Rich, I want to teach you something. That's called 3-by-1.
We called it trips back in the day.
We would call it, actually it was our trips left open is what we used to call it. But now they use this famous, not famous, but what you call it, common vernacular, and it's 3-by-1, 2-by-2, 1-by-1.
Like the arc.
Coach Estes not very happy with something there as he talks.
That referee is.
He runs like I do.
He's not running track anymore.
But you know what? I appreciate him being out there.
Oh,
because
no doubt.
Right now in the state of Alabama and across the
it's
nation,
tough.
officials are hard to come by.
And these guys have done a really good job.
That's
tonight. Really good job. A nice
good hitch out
screen.
here.
Yeah.
Nice move. He got around him. He
Stepped
stepped
out
out earlier than I
Talking about football experience,
that's right.
mine's a little bit none. I was I was an instructional aide for Marty Hardman at Fairview until probably 2014, and he told me to get the age job I'd have to help coach football. And I told him I'd only ever played Madden, so he said that was good enough. I just needed to carry some equipment, so I was David Martin's lead man for middle school football.
There you go. David had some good years.
He did. We run it up that year. No thanks to me, but had a good time. Enjoyed it.
I played for the Waynesville Tigers all the way through. We had a couple undefeated seasons, but not when it really counted.
You played till your senior year?
Yeah. I did lose
Big football guy.
I lost my entire junior year to a dislocated shoulder.
That's like you.
That's probably what kept me from.
Is that? I
from
think
going
some
D1.
people recover 1 week after that.
Well, not back then. You know? Back then, they often thought it was life-ending. But I managed to cheat death, hung around, came back the next year. I was a running back up until that point, surprisingly, a fullback.
Were you as good as Leith on that run right there?
Yeah, Leith got loose there.
They didn't give the ball to me. I was more of a blocker. But when I came back, a big guy named Tyrone Johnson had taken over my spot, and I wasn't getting it back, so I got bumped to tight end my senior year.
Oh, you're a big. Yeah, you look like a tight end.
Yeah, I went from
more like a
fullback.
lineman now.
I went from fullback to offensive guard, and of course we were in the wing tee, so we pulled a lot. And, my strap at 135 pounds at that time was a fierce thing to deal with, I'm sure. But
my dad and my uncle were solid linemen for Fairview, you know, in the 80s and 90s, and my dad played for Dafford, and the first time they went to playoffs, they got gold jerseys, and that was a big deal for Fairview. And so I wore it to homecoming one year at Fairview, and Coach McDonald stopped me. He's like, "Where'd you get that jersey at?" Because I mean, I'm like 140 pound, you know. I was like, "Man, that's my dad's."
He's take it from
He's about to take that from me. So
don't you sully the name of Dafford putting that jersey on.
Yeah.
Here's Hanceville again in trips, even though it's really a twins with a tight slot. We'll call it trips. Going to be throwing.
Oh, he's got
here.
nowhere to go. He's about to get hit.
72 would have kept going.
Gosh, 72 kind of laid back there.
almost
had
got
it.
picked.
Yeah, great defensive play right there by Mason Gable. Almost brought that one in, but just couldn't quite get the handle on it. And really nobody to throw to downfield for Hunter
No, he didn't
Black.
have anywhere.
The shiftiness of
Hunter.
Hanceville's quarterback
Yeah.
and running backs made 72 kind of a little timid.
He didn't know where he was going.
In.
Yeah.
And he kind of pulled up just to make sure he wasn't going to roll out back around him.
Yeah, both of them outstanding athletes.
Got a final for the Jamboree game with Good Hope Middle. Good Hope Middle has defeated Fife's Middle School 6-0, and varsity kicks off in 10 minutes for Good Hope High School there on that Jamboree game. You know, Fife, they come to, Holly Plum goes to Fife this year, and Logan Anderson is a Clemson commit for Fife.
Is he really?
Yeah, that'll be a tough game for them. He's a middle linebacker. Punt there by the Bulldogs. He's going to get a great bounce, and he's going to field it. Let's see if he can go. He's got the corner, but wow, out of nowhere, number 7, Ashton Hurst. That's 6'1", 220, and he can fly.
He great open field tackle. I'm impressed with open field tackling tonight. You know, with the changes in the rules the past few years in regards to tackling, normally that's something that you struggle with early on in the season. But both teams have tackled well tonight, especially in open field.
I don't think the horse collar ought to be illegal. There, I said it.
All right, I stand on that.
Well, I disagree with you on that one.
You know, I feel like they should be able to just take their face mask and just grab them.
And we've really gotten soft as a society. They didn't even have face masks at one time.
That horse collar, it can crumple you pretty big.
You don't want to get a horse collar, don't get caught from behind.
There you go. Don't get caught from behind.
Vimont update, 8-6. Faulkville scores but doesn't get the 2-point conversion, so Vimont still leads there.
You know, that's a huge rivalry. I said that earlier.
I know. They're close to each other. They go
at each other now.
So, speaking of rivalries, I have some information here.
Okay, what you got?
And I got to find it now. What website is this, Dan?
This is AHS FHS, and it's a website I use a lot. It's Alabama High School Football Historical site.
So
I've got it for basketball too.
Okay, so Cold Springs' longest running rivalry, which I just lost, is Good Hope. They've played 37 times.
Yes.
Yes. Cold Springs has won 8 games. Good Hope 28 times. So it's not really a rivalry.
Yeah, I got one of those losses on my
You got one when you were coaching.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a solid rivalry. I mean, those two schools have changed a lot. You know, Good Hope's growing. They're getting larger and larger every day. Not that Cold Springs is not. It's just a little more rural. And Good Hope got off the interstate.
Now, I will say this: Cold Springs has got a lot of potential to grow with that development that's possibly going in.
You're right.
If that development goes in,
it could explode out there.
It could be go to 5 or 6A overnight.
So, who do you think is the Hanceville longest rival there, AD? Because I bet it surprises you.
Would it be Westport?
Okay, Orr's going with Westport.
No,
we got a loose. We got a loose.
That's a big guy right there. Was that the?
That's that is number 2.
Oh, that's number 2. Okay.
Who is that? Number 2, Tyson Kilgo, I believe.
Yeah, he comes in and plays a good bit.
Yeah, Kilgo's a big part of it.
Plays a lot of different places.
All right, who you got as the longest running rival?
Let's see. Longest running rival for Hanceville.
It's going to
county
surprise
school,
you.
right?
It's not a county school.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't have that information.
Big Coleman Bearcats.
It is Coleman Bearcats. They've played 71 times, and
who'd they play?
The Coleman Bearcats is their longest running rivalry.
71?
They've played 71 times, and it's heavily favored for Coleman in that matchup. They've won 54. Hanceville's won 13 with 4 ties.
I guess they're probably with Coleman. Being big, and Hanceville probably one of the bigger county schools for all those years.
They probably played a lot in the 50s, 60s. I would say that was a big
Yeah,
Hanceville was
classification,
and Hanceville was very strong at that point in time.
Hanceville's had some outstanding teams, and for years I got to travel around with one of the coaches from Hanceville, Coach Smothers, doing Beyond the Scoreboard, and learned a lot from him. And he has some really good years here. Just really good years at Vimont.
We were looking earlier, and Hanceville actually had a kicker go play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, it did.
1961.
Yes.
And I looked, nice move right there. Oh, he's going to bounce it out.
He's still up.
Yeah, that's just a basic power play that he bounced outside and got a lot of that yardage on his own, but did have 2 good blocks up inside. It just didn't materialize inside.
Seeing him jump around like that and dance reminds me of young Richard Orr.
Mason Gable, he's a senior. They got him listed as a wide receiver, but I believe he played a little running back right there.
So I know AD, I know you coached some football. How many years were you coaching high school football? Not just as a head coach.
23 as a football coach. But I coached a variety of sports, but football being primary.
Were you always at Good Hope for that? Or?
No, I've been several different places, and on my own. I didn't get fired, but on my own.
I coach. I thought that girl could fall down the bleachers. I coached like everybody else when they first started teaching you. Coach all 3 seasons. Coached high school football, basketball, girls basketball, and junior high track. Dan, what was your coaching?
I coached girls basketball, middle school, and then varsity assistant for about 8 years there. And I'm actually getting to coach again a little bit. So I'm coaching our varsity girls summer league, or fall league. I'm sorry. And we play Sunday. So it's the Holly Pond Varsity Girls. We play at the Coleman Basketball Complex Sunday. So I haven't coached in probably 4 years now. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Up and ready to get back
Getting her back out, baby. Get the clipboard back out. We're ready to
was
roll.
a county champion winner. County championship winner back at the Parkside.
Yeah, had a good time at Parkside with the program there. Yeah, had a lot of fun out there.
I'll shock both of you. I coached basketball for 13 years, been to Final Four.
Did you really?
Wow. What year did you go to Final Four, Eddie?
We went to Final Four in 1990.
That's what I'm talking about.
That.
Who was your
Pittsburgh High School. They had these Wallace kids there that were really good. He was just a little bitty thing.
You're talking about Gerald Wallace?
Yeah, he was just a little bitty thing, but his uncles played. We had a really good team, and got beat by Emma Sampson at Auburn University. So it wasn't coaching; it was just letting athletes make plays. Yeah.
We got a 2nd and 4. Cold Springs driving, trying to get up here right before the halftime.
Yeah, this will be huge right here. This has been
big time.
a time-consuming drive.
Yeah.
All they've done is just kind of give it.
Oh, that's a nice run. He just kind of crept down the line and found his hole and took off. That's about an 8-10 yard run.
The kids are calling to keep calling.
They're wearing on. And that's the thing you'll see the second half is if you look out there, there are a lot of hands on hips for Hanceville.
This bunch up front for Cold Springs, I watched them a good bit last year on some home games, and they've gotten better and better. They really believe in what they're doing. They believe in what the coaches are telling them, and it shows.
Yep, he may get in right here. He's going to go outside, and
it'd be interesting to see if they try to pull a Pete Carroll and run it all the way down here, then step back and try to throw it in the end zone.
I think they're gonna continue.
I think so too.
Number 2.
And they're not mad about not scoring right here if they can get it in. They want to keep burning that clock, because Hanceville's quick. Hanceville can score quick.
I don't think they want to. They want to get a touchdown. They don't want to leave the chance of the field goal. I don't think.
No, they're going to do whatever they got to do. I think they're in 4 down territory.
Got a Fairview score update here. With 3:54 left in the half, Fairview leads the number 1 team in 2A 14-0.
Really?
So Fairview is leading Pisgah 14-0 with 4 minutes left in the first half.
Go George Ready.
Yeah, go Aggies. Touchdown, Cold Springs. Just excited to see a score, baby.
I like seeing good plays.
That's where they lull you to sleep.
Yeah.
Power.
Shift. Yep.
Fullback, he just slips by everybody.
So
I like watching athletics when you don't really have a dog in the fight.
Yeah, you're just going for it.
Happy to see good plays and good stuff. So nice run. I didn't even catch who that was.
That's Matt Williams. He's one of the kids.
Is that his second touchdown?
Did he have the first?
I can't remember.
We're not really charting anything.
Yeah,
so.
we're not ESPN up here.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed. So
I don't know who scored. I know it was. I know Leith scored the one for Hanceville, but I do not remember all.
We're gonna have a
timeout. We're gonna go to.
We're gonna head to commercial break. We'll be back soon.
Go Motor Shirt.
We are Coleman County Schools. We are Coleman County Schools. We are Coleman County Schools.
We are Coleman County Schools.
We are Coleman County Schools. Exceptional. Educational.
Experiences.
For everyone. For everyone.
Every day.
Every day. Every day.
So we are back. It's 2-point conversion time for Cold Springs. Danny is off the air right now and have joining us Superintendent Shane Barnett. Welcome to the booth.
They made it. They're awesome.
That was a unique. I don't know of anybody else in the state of Alabama who lines up in a gun team. That was a gun team. And the only difference, what they did coming down the field, is they put the quarterback in shotgun formation back there with the straight tees.
Well, they definitely have some tight formations. I noticed that entire drive right there.
So, again, we're welcoming to the booth Dr. Shane Barnett. Where have you been watching the game at? Where have you been at?
I've been sitting over here on Hanceville side. I'm spending the first half on Hanceville side, going over to Cold Springs for the second half. And that's what I usually do when I visit games where we have county teams playing one another.
So you all heard that here. If you've got suggestions for things, where to find them at.
There you go.
Now, we were bragging and give you a chance to kind of say something about it. We appreciate the fact that you've invested money in our media and this trailer over here and just making this possible. And what do you want to tell us about that?
Well, I will say, I've had a couple of people reach out to me today. Like one of them said they had a 93-year-old grandfather that is going to get to watch the game. They can't come out to the game, so they're going to be sitting at home tonight watching this game and things like that. It's just good for the community. And the other thing is these kids can go back and watch this at their own time and leisure on demand on our apps and stuff. I'm excited about that.
And we actually had one of the ladies at our office, at Central Office, had suggested that, asked if we could get it on cable, which is why we've partnered with Spectrum Channel 180.
Yeah, Coleman TV. Yeah,
Coleman TV to bring it, and I thought that was a really good suggestion. And thankfully, you and Ty were able to make that happen to bring it to a few more people.
Well, I can't think of another platform that we could get on that we're not on right now, thanks to Ty. And we've worked out a lot of apps, and they can even watch it on their phone on the app. And so there's a lot of possibilities for people to watch it, go back and watch it time and time again.
So we just had the kickoff. It looks like Hanceville's going to be taking over about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Peyton Twilley did a pretty good job with the kick return that time. Short kick, good return.
So, Dr. Barnett, we were talking just right before you got up here. What was your football experience? 'Cause I know everybody that goes into every guy that goes into teaching it coaches a couple sports or played it too. So did you play and did you coach?
I will use the term played very loosely. I was a 6'4", 165-pound target, but I played. But I wouldn't say I was very good. I can remember back then we were on WKUL, and I remember I had a game where I recovered. I cut 2 fumbles in one game, and I remember saving that on a cassette tape that was recorded that night. Held on to it for a long time. But, so I had a lot of fun growing up, but I also got the opportunity to coach football at West Point. Enjoyed that time too.
I remember as a player how exciting it was to get your name in the paper and cutting those articles out when I scored touchdowns or had big yard games. That's pretty cool.
It's always exciting.
That was another nice run by Hanceville's running back. I didn't even catch the number.
That's 5. That's Hunter Black, quarterback, right there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, on the scramble. He did a good job kind of freezing the pursuit of the defense over there on the sideline and managed to make a cutback, scoot down the sideline, pick up the first down.
Well, it's good to see both teams are being competitive. And, being the superintendent and cheering for both teams, I want to see it come down to the very last play.
We talked about that earlier about education-based athletics versus club athletics. Nothing wrong with either one, but it's just, from my point of view, there's so much to be gotten from education-based athletics. And you believe that too. It's an extension of the school day.
When I was in graduate school, I wrote an article one time about the hidden curriculum, and it was about the lessons that we learn in team sports. And that includes cheerleading or band or whatever the sport is. But there's so many life lessons that you learn from having to work for a bigger cause. Number 8, Bentley, number 8 for Hanceville, was a great athlete. He had a great, phenomenal play, and then he came right back to him. But
it's about a 50, 40, maybe 40-yard reception he had
he's
first.
limping off the field there now.
Yeah, limping a little bit right here.
They're not going to take him off the field, but he was limping after that last play.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay.
right.
Looks like he's got a compression sleeve on that shin. May have shin splints.
Never hurts as bad when you score a touchdown.
That's
so.
right. He is a phenomenal basketball player as well, and a great all-around kid, young man. Great leader at school.
The thing I like about the education-based athletics versus club, I mean, they get to be with these coaches and part of their community. They see their coaches during the day in school. They get to know them a bit more, and when you're part of a community, it just, I mean, see, this is where everybody's at on a Friday night. You know, and it's the hub of every small town, and it just means so much to the community.
And it's what I was telling you too. You know, education-based athletics is process-oriented. It doesn't just dwell on whether you win or lose. There's, you know, we want to win, we want to be successful, but there are so many other things to be taken away from participating in any extracurricular activity.
That's right.
Oh, he's fast. Wow, she's.
Number 5, Marquise Lee.
First down.
Yeah, that's Lee for Hanceville. He's had a big night.
First down.
I wish we had stat keeping ability because their running backs are.
Well, both schools are approaching probably 100 yards.
Yeah.
You know, rushing, especially Cold Springs. I don't know what are they attempted, one, maybe two passes.
Yep, we're gonna go to commercial. So take a listen to word from our sponsors.
Hanceville trying to get a score right here before half. We got just a tad over 52 seconds left in this half. 52.6 seconds. Cold Springs lead 14-6. Hanceville trying to close that gap.
Right at the 10-yard line.
Nice
Maybe
cut
about
back.
the 12.
Number 5, Marquise Lee on the carry.
Got about 3 yards on that one.
Yeah, he is so quick.
Yard line.
Well, that ball boy better get off the field.
Going
No
no
huddle.
huddle.
Second down.
Somebody may have forgot to tell him.
Oh, he's going.
Number 8.
He got it.
Touchdown.
He got it. That's
That
been a
is
money play for them.
Number 8, that is
Bentley.
Greg Bentley again.
You can call it a bubble screen or a hitch or whatever. You know, you block him with those two and then folded that guy back.
That play works so often. It always surprises me, but I guess that's the beauty of having a fast guy out there is he can make some moves.
Yeah, it was part of our hurry-up offense. We called it Bama. You know, we stole it from Bama watching Alabama.
Julio kind of made that famous.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It works better with a guy like Julio too, you know.
And the key to it is if your other receivers out there block their one man, that's all you got to beat.
Yeah.
Here they're going for 2 now.
Try to tie it up here. Hunter Black's going to roll to his right. Good play there. Bring him down. I want to say that's number 4 for Cold Springs. Ethan Day, maybe number 9. Couldn't quite tell. We're down here on the other far end.
Ran out of real estate. If he'd have had another 5 yards, he could have turned that corner. But
that was a nice, quick answer by Hanceville.
Yeah, nice quick answer, and came off really 2 big pass plays for them.
Okay.
And Dr. Barnett mentioned who that was. That was number 8. Had some big catches for Hanceville on that drive.
So we've got a quick update. Holly Pond trails 14-6 at halftime. So getting some updates from around the county. And I don't know if you've heard this or not, but Fairview is leading number 1 in the state. Is the 14-0.
oh wow!
Well, they were at our last update.
And that game is actually doesn't count on the regular season record. It's a jamboree game.
Oh, does it really?
And I was talking to Coach Redding about that. I imagine he'd like to go back now and make that a regular season game.
I'll tell you what, though, you talked about a confidence booster going in. They end up winning that. The confidence they're going to.
Yeah, he was looking for somebody to play to get some competition for this week. He chose somebody that can give him a little bit of competition.
That's right.
For sure.
And you think about it, when you have the success that Fairview's had recently, not everybody's lining up to play them.
That's right. People
Especially
shy away.
a non-region game anyway.
Number 17 for Hanceville. Gets off a good kick.
Good kickoff.
That is Dylan Lazaro.
Riding those blocks up. Quick, before we go to halftime, just a quick shout out to several of the folks that are making this happen. Of course, we got Ty and Chris back there running things from the sound and technical side. We've got Leah up top on the main camera, Chase and Jessica down on the sidelines, Courtney and Chandler down there, and then of course AD, Dr. Barnett, Danny, and myself who are doing this. Let's see, bringing it to you. But we appreciate all the folks that are working those cameras down there, especially just so we can bring it out so everybody can see it. They can't be out here with us.
Yeah, and we're going to improve from week to week. This is our first outing outdoors.
Well, I do appreciate you all and everything you do to make this possible. What a lot of people in the community, while they may appreciate this, they may not know all the hard work that goes on behind the scenes and after hours to have this accessible to them. I appreciate you all very much.
Looks like this may be that was the last play of the half. They're going to take it on in with Cold Springs leading 14-12 at the half.
Well, I'm going to be signing off with you guys, and I'm going to spend the next half on the other side. If I don't see you again, have a good evening.
All right, you too, Doctor.
And I think we're going to stay with you through half, although we won't be talking through the half, but we'll be.
Yeah, we're going to watch the bands. We're going to let folks see the bands.
Oh, we're going to talk to Coach Bose.
We got to shore up our blocking assignments. I mean, you got to take it one play at a time. Right now, we're not blocking necessarily the right assignments. We get that straightened out, we'll be okay offensively. Defensively, we got to be able to stop the fast screen out there. They're standing up and throwing it. We're running through and not breaking down. Right now, we got to get a little better game plan together and come out and play the second half.
Thank you, Coach. I know you're busy. And
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
good luck.
What adjustments do you need to make at the half to get things back on track to win the second half?
You know, we talked about it earlier today, but like we just got to do the little things right. You know, we're shooting ourselves in the foot with some penalties early. If we can get those under control, just continue to stay in rhythm offensively and defensively, and get guys to just follow their assignments and work that way, and we'll be good.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
The faculty, staff, the student body of Cold Spring High.
All right, folks, we're going to. Traditionally, it's the visitor. High School Eagles marching band, and they're under a new band director this year.
Drum major, Addison Raymond, is your band ready?
Leah, you need anything?
You may take the field for performance.
You want something different though?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come performance we now premiere the 2024 Private Hanceville Show, Voodoo. I Put a Spell on You. Selections include Cirque du Soleil, Billy Ouch, I Put a Spell on You, and Filet Formula Love. Your drum major for this evening is Jonathan Rodriguez.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major is striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
We are Coleman County Schools.
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 Exceptional.
Educational.
Experiences.
For everyone. For everyone.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
And welcome back to Ray Talley Stadium as we are.
Can't work under these conditions. Man, there's a moth the size of a hummingbird.
That was Mothra from the Godzilla series. Mothra.
Are we good?
Are we live?
All right, we are. Yeah,
we
yeah.
are
Huge
live.
moth there. Ray Talley Stadium. Hanceville and Cold Springs.
They're growing bigger here, apparently.
Yeah, are in a battle here as the Cold Springs Eagles are coming off the hill, and they lead 14-12. I am Danny Weaver. I'm the assistant principal at Holly Pond K8. I'm joined with Assistant Superintendent of Coleman County Schools, Richard Orr, and our Athletic Director and Safety Coordinator for Coleman County, Alan Dunklin.
Alan Dunklin will be the one you hear with all the knowledge.
Yeah.
Danny and I will be the ones you hear with useless information.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's a large moth flying at us.
That's right.
Yeah.
A moth the size of a hummingbird, that's from me. Formations and stuff is from AD.
Yes, yes. And I tell you, I want to give a big shout out to my two grandsons over in Cold Springs. They're watching tonight, and Griffin and Grady. Grady is in Ryan Creek Daycare, will be a future Eagle.
Okay.
And Griffin is in second grade, and he loves school and he loves Cold Springs. So Pawpaw Allen loves both you boys, and hope you hear this and look forward to seeing you very, very, very soon.
Oh, shout out to those two. My little boy started school this year. He's at Parkside. He's in the pre-K. His name's Walker. He's loving school too. So glad that everybody's having a great start to the year.
Two of my kids are at Alabama, and they wish they were still home, not back in school. My other one's a teacher at Brindley Mountain. She's happy to be. Well, probably like most teachers, would have loved a little bit longer, but she's loving her classes. She should have had a good couple weeks. And they actually had a tough start. They lost their assistant principal, Bill Ballou. Shout out to him. He's a local guy. He grew up in Fairview, and
he was a good guy.
He was a good
Very
guy.
good guy.
Good class with him. So, end of the first half, and getting ready to start of the second half, we got Cold Springs leading the home field Hanceville Bulldogs 14-12. What needs to happen in the second half, y'all?
Well, I think what Cold Springs got to do is just kind of – they've regrouped. They just got to continue to have success running football and hang on to the football. But they've got to find a way to stop this perimeter passing game by Hanceville. And, number 8 has had 2 big catches for them, and Hunter Black throws the ball well and keeps plays alive with his feet. So they're going to have to keep him bottled up and not let him get on the periphery either. Making plays. So
Cold Springs. I feel like Cold Springs. Y'all tell me if it feels they're ahead.
They feel like
it feels to me like Hanceville has been so fast that like they should be in the lead, but Cold Springs done a good job.
To me, Hanceville's more explosive and Cold Springs is more consistent. And it's going to just determine really. I feel like it whoever scores right here is going to have a really good shot. I know Hanceville gets the ball. Cold Springs, the 2 turnovers have really hurt them, but their base offense has given Hanceville more trouble. And honestly, the time of possession, things like that, everything favors Cold Springs on the stat line.
Yeah, if you're Cold Springs, you just want to continue doing what you're doing and just hang on to the football. And if you score here, here's the thing that you have to look at from a coaching standpoint. If you're on that sideline, you score here and get a 2-point conversion. It's not just a touchdown game now. It's a 2-score game.
It's a 2-score game, which is big here. Looking at next week's games, you've got Cold Springs that goes to Curry. Fairview goes to Springville. Good Hope goes to West Point. Hanceville goes to Holly Pond. That's the game that CCBOE TV will be covering. And then Vinemont goes to Southeastern, and West Point will host Good Hope.
Good Hope. Yep. And that was a hard one not to go to, but we had to look at how everything fit.
Yeah, because I know that Good Hope and West Point are going to be aired against Fairview later this year. So you got the Brandon Iron Bowl.
How you doing?
And you've got the Good Hope, the rivalry of kind of Good Hope Fairview. I think next week is the only time Holly Pond's on, and so that them and Hanceville, that'll be a good match.
Yeah, and the Good Hope Fairview will be a good way to close out the regular
100%,
season.
100%.
Be a good bookend right there, being at Hanceville this week, and that game, Fairview and Good Hope, should be an outstanding game.
Looking ahead for with Cooking and Coleman.
Yeah.
Where do we go the week we're in Good Hope?
Well, you got several places you could go. I mean, you could venture down toward Dodge City and do a little Pops.
You could do Pops.
You could
Sunflower Bakery considered.
Sunflower Bakery is where I would. I'm
thinking we need to do the. What is it? Cooking in Coleman? Yeah, we need to do that maybe in the morning that day.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Go catch sunflower breakfast.
I think we need to add to the name of that particular segment of the show that week. Call it Camping Out with Cooking with Coleman. And let's go camp out at Sunflower Bakery.
Be the first ones there?
Yeah, be the first ones there and eat and just stay all day.
I'm looking forward to Vinemont's game and the Butcher food truck.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's I think they call it the Chuck Wagon.
Oh, that's good.
It's solid.
So right now our Cooking with Coleman segment has 8,300 views. And I want to, again, give one more shout-out to Luna's and to Hanceville Drug Company, both great food and dessert yesterday. Barbecue's incredible
really cool.
from Luna's.
Yeah,
desserts,
had a great time.
Ice cream and stuff at Hanceville Drug Company, both great. And just appreciate both of the families that own those places and serve this community.
Looking forward to next week. Some quick halftime scores before we kick this second half off. Fairview leads Pisgah 21-6. West Point is in a deadlock with Haleyville 7-7. And Holly Pond trails Appalachian 14-6.
Do want to mention some late information that we got from Dr. Barnett that I believe that the Fairview game is actually a jamboree game.
So does it not go on record then?
No, it'd be a no counter.
Okay.
No, it counts.
In that regard,
it counts.
but it counts.
It counts. Yeah.
Trust me, it counts. But especially those kids that are out there playing. But as far as tie breaking or anything like that, it's
onside. Onside kick.
Look
Wow.
here.
All right. Didn't expect that one.
That looked every bit like an onside kick. I didn't know that they'd do it that quickly.
No, I like to pull the onside out when I'm playing NCAA football on my Xbox. So I'll pull the onside kick out every now and then. So
sometimes it's the perfect play. Right here, apparently not.
No, not right here. So
we got him right there about the 48
yeah,
yard
close to 50.
That's a good job by the up front man.
Hands team
getting on that ball.
Hey, that's something when that ball takes that last second bounce and that guy misses it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the only touchdown I scored in high school football. I was the middle guy, the center in that, and they kicked at the end of half. They kicked onside kick, and it took a perfect bounce and was a little bit hotter than what they thought. I picked it up on the scoop, split the line.
Oh yeah,
and was out of there.
So Hanceville hands it off to Leith,
nice
and he
cutback.
has a great cutback hole. One-on-one, they pull him down there.
Yeah, tremendous run by Leith right there. Of course, now you got to give credit to those guys up front too.
Definitely.
Big number 74 right there for Hanceville paving the way.
Yeah, that 74, that is Brody Butts. He is a 6'3" senior.
Let me tell you a guy you want to keep your eye on this second half. White tank top ball boy for Hanceville. That kid's moving.
There's Leith
moving.
again. Leith
is
on the loose. That's a good saying right there. Toolbox, Leith on the loose.
Leith on the loose.
Leith on the loose.
I think lethal weapon.
We may hear that a lot with Hanceville this year, I hope.
Yeah,
Leith on the loose.
I think so too. Give a quick shout out to CCBOE TV. I know earlier today we talked a lot about some of the upgrades that have been made to bring this production to you from Ty Watwood and the guys, Chris Chafin, and all the people that helped make this possible. We appreciate you all so much.
They got to stop that time on the handoff. Guess they going to it 3 times in a row. They figured that one out this time, but they won't hold them down long.
I tell you, number 74, Brody Butts. He's quite a specimen.
He's a good lineman.
I believe his shirt is not a medium size.
No,
that's a big boy.
Big boy.
By the way, they tried to slip me into a large on
Leith.
Down to about the 4 yard line.
Leith is on.
I think he's going to be down around the 4, maybe even the 3, depends on the spot. But he's had 3 really good runs, but those guys up front, I wish I could tell the numbers on everybody.
So I can
74 and 50.
I can see 74.
I think it's 50 at the left
at the very
guard.
end, and if it is, it's Malachi Fletcher, and he. I don't think that's him. I don't think you're.
Well, those guys up front deserve a lot of credit.
Oh, they got him as soon as it took the handoff. Quarterback looks and says, "Come on."
Yeah, had a little stun on right there. Looked like a pinch.
Vinemont High School leads Faultville 8-6 in the third quarter, and they are driving. So that's a good game there in Vinemont. Haleyville High School has scored on West Point to make that 13-7 at halftime.
All of them still in it.
Yeah, everybody's still in it. Good ball games.
Still in it. Good ball games.
Are any of those other games jamborees tonight, Alan, or is it?
No, these are regular
start?
season. Yeah, these all are counters for everybody else. And I knew Coach Redding and them were looking for somebody.
He struggled to get a schedule. Struggled for some weeks this year.
And glad that they were able to at least find a jamboree to get them under the lights.
And he's in a tough spot with a 5A like that. Had some success. You don't want to go out and get guys like Ramsey.
No.
But you try to find some teams around here that are local that'll play, and they don't want to play 5As, so it is tough.
And you want to find someone too that when they come to your place, they're going to bring a crowd.
Yeah, there's a lot of elements that go into it.
There's a lot of activity happening on the
behind the end zone there.
Yeah, that kind of surprises me there.
Is that legal?
I was going to ask that. Is that legal? Because it's like
it's not in field of play, but it's
not field of play
inside the track.
But it's it's something that unless referees draw attention to it, that it's
kind of like baseline in basketball, standing on the baseline.
I just noticed because some guy just launched a missile across there. Remember,
that kid
had an arm, but I was like, why is he even throwing a ball back there?
I don't know.
Nice quick pitch there. That's the old Alabama jet sweep off the. Did he get in?
And he did not. He stopped it.
No, he didn't.
He stopped it. Heck of a play by Cold Springs.
That was 4th down too. So that is a turnover on downs, and the ball goes to Cold Springs, and a huge momentum shift right there.
The positive out of that for Hanceville, though, would be that they got Cold Springs pinned deep,
position.
but they got to make it count and get a stop right here.
And Cold Springs, you don't love that field position because, they run everything right there out of the handoff, so you get a couple stuffs, and it's a safety.
We used to call the freewheeling zone outside of the 20. I think it's anywhere now with these offenses that folks have. But used to, you wanted to try to at least get outside your 20 so you could open your offense up just a little bit.
So I missed that when I was talking to that kid. That boy walked up. He's in my youth group, and so I wanted to say hey to him real quick. Fun fact, we call him Bumper because he's bumping them gums all the time. He doesn't ever stop talking. but he's a good kid. He's in the band, and they did a really good job at halftime. Their band played great. So Hanceville didn't make it in. They went for it on
went for it on 4th and didn't get it.
4th and less than a yard, and just a great open field tackle once again by Cold Springs being at home. And Hanceville with a big stop on 1st down, going to bring up 2nd and a long 9.
Oh, he's number 9 from Cold Springs, which we're going to need to add some lighting into these things. That's a
Mason a little Gable dark there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to get us a little
lights, I think.
It's on the list. Ty can only do so much. He had this entire place set up when I walked in, so can't say too much.
No, they've been working hard all day getting this set up.
What'd you say? He's padding his stats.
Well, hey, Ty, I'm going to have you hooked up at Holly Pond, man. I'm going to be helping you next Friday.
What do we got? 3rd and a long 4, almost 5.
Yeah. A big possession. Hanceville needs to stop.
Yeah, this is huge right here.
Oh, jump.
Oh, they got him.
Yep. Got him off sides. Yeah. Good job by Cold Springs there. Wow.
The discipline, they're excited about that. And I'll let them know about it, too. One of them's letting the other guy know.
Yeah, Estes and his guys are pretty upset on that. Mental mistake.
That's the frustrating thing when you work hard those first 2 downs, get them in a bad 3rd down position and give it up.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're antsy anyway, and probably been going on first sound probably the whole night, and then they change the rhythm up a little bit and catch them off sides.
A little hand, just another hand.
He's gone.
He's
going to
go.
At the 50, at the 40.
He's going to get caught.
At the 30,
That guy's
20. My
fast.
goodness, he's fast.
He thought he had it.
Oh, he got it!
From him.
He got in.
Oh,
That is
touchdown.
Matt
he went
Williams.
all that way.
That's number 3, Matt Williams. He was one that Coach Vos, I'd asked him the other day on the phone if there were some young men that maybe we need to keep an eye out for. And he said, hey, Coach, I'm telling you, number 3 is a player. And, boy, makes a great run right there.
I think that was roughly 75 yards.
Yeah, that was a
I think
great
they were about
run.
The 25-yard line. I can't believe he got away. I think he was surprised when he looked back and saw that kid about to catch him, but stepped away from him.
And those big guys up front did a great job. What a hole to run through. And he finished it out good. You know, had Hanceville had an opportunity possibly to bring him down and just slipped off the tackle.
Slipped off, high stepped.
And here's that possession you talked about, AD. You get this 2 right here, it's a 2-possession ball game.
Well, we're in the gun T again.
It's going to go left, and he may fall in.
He did not.
It's big.
No,
he does
that's
not.
Big.
He did not.
That keeps it a one-possession game for Hanceville. Estes not happy with something there.
I have a feeling. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I think we're going to see a couple of screen plays to the side on our next offensive possession. And
probably number 8 involved in that.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to draw him in there.
And a lot of Marquise Leith.
Yeah, a lot of Marquise Leith. I am impressed with that young man. Of course, I'm impressed with Hanceville up front. You know, I thought all week it would come down to the matchup of those guys in the trenches on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it's been a great ball game so far. I was going to look at some region stuff, who's in what region here. And I know, Hanceville stayed – they fell to 3A. Cold Springs stayed 2A, which they've traditionally been.
Cold Springs got done a little bit better this year. They got out of that other region. That other region
they were in a region of death.
Was a meat grinder.
So region games for Cold Springs this season will be Susan-Moore, Cleveland, West End, Coosa Christian, which that's a tough one. Coosa Christian's really making some strides. Southeastern and Falkville. So, very manageable region.
And they're not 200 miles away.
No, they're not. They traveled
nice.
So much last year, which was nice. We had the air-conditioned buses for those travel.
Yeah.
Pop it up there.
Little pooch kick here.
Oh, we're going to try to swing wide and see.
It's number 12, I think.
He only got maybe 2 yards on that return. Ran a long way across the field, just didn't get very far up the field.
He did his job. He caught the ball, secured it, and didn't give up any yardage. So good job by him.
Looking at Hanceville's region, they have Gordo, Carbon Hill, Oakman, Vinemont, Midfield, Winfield, and Phil Campbell.
Now that one's
it's a little tough.
It's
Phil
tougher.
Campbell's
It's challenging. Yeah, it's challenging.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Phil Campbell's a pretty good ride.
That's
from here.
2 hours?
Yeah, an easy 2 hours. You go like you go into Russell and then hang a left, and it's on out there a pretty good ways. But Gordo, you're almost in Mississippi.
Yeah, it's not a short haul. So see if Leith gets the ball here. He does on the right. He kicks back left, looks for a hole, got a little bit. He makes his own space.
They block that play really well.
They do. And Leith does a good job of seeing it. I've got nothing here, and I'm shifty enough to turn and go the other way.
There's a white tank top I was talking about.
Ball boy?
He's on the move.
Yeah.
He's got a good future.
I think Hanceville's new slogan, and it's probably not new, but I think how they branded themselves this year is the Ville.
The Ville,
so,
I've seen some of their T-shirts and stuff that say that.
The Ville. I like that.
Yeah. Cold Springs has always kept it pretty traditional in everything they do.
And I like the uniforms, other than I can't
get the cut. I can see them better here now that we're on this end.
I do like them being down here in front of us.
A little bit of a blitz by the Eagles. They're
going to
put him in a bind, and
he's going to sling it.
He's going to throw it. It's short.
And short.
He drops.
All right, a couple of those big guys up front that we've been trying to mention all night long is number 56 and number 52. I want to give them a shout out. That's Jacob Keith, number 56, and number 52 is Eli Aiken. They've got some size on them up front. And
I was thinking that earlier. Back in the 80s, the Washington Redskins had their linemen they called the Hogs. I don't know if that's offensive now or not. But these are big boys, and They're moving some bodies around.
Yeah.
Those
they're
three
clearing some holes for Leith.
Those three that you mentioned too, AD, they're all seniors.
All three of them
So
seniors.
I don't know if the other two guys on the line are seniors, but it's a senior-led O-line, which is always a luxury.
Now, Hanceville's coach from last year went to Holly Pond. Is that right?
No, he's gone to Oak Mountain.
So
Coach
actually,
Estes
these
came
two,
here.
these two kind of traded places. You know, theoretically, without nice screen, got an opening, gets to the 50.
That's been a big play for them.
You know, not intentionally traded, but the way it worked out.
Yeah.
Estes came here, and Hanceville's former coach went to Oak Mountain. Holly Pond picked up an assistant.
Okay, that's
from
right.
Hanceville,
Coach
Will
Pitts.
McDaniel, and Braxton Pitts came with him. Yeah.
Okay.
So Will McDaniel has 16 years, I believe, of defense coordinator and some different things. He's been at Jasper. He's been at Hanceville, multiple spots, but this is his first head gig, and so a lot of passion and excitement. I'm curious to know what the score is out there.
So speaking of coaching needs, Dan, y'all have any coaching needs?
Yeah, we are actually looking. I'll put a shameless plug in. There's a post today. We are looking for a secondary special ed teacher at Holly Pond Middle School. So,
in related news, they also need a football coach, a track coach, and
an archery coach.
Also someone who can run the spelling bee and serve lunch. So
don't let that scare you off from applying by any means. We can work something out, but we are looking for a secondary special ed teacher.
And that's coming by way of the guy who was doing it, Jacob Russell, got an assistant principal job out of our county. Happy for him.
Growing, yeah, that's the thing.
That's an awesome
anytime we have a void like that, typically it's been for move-ups and for, things like that. So we're pleased to have that happen. We're going to miss Coach Russell. He did some great things for us.
He went forward, I think, when he was starting to get set. Or they called timeout.
Yeah,
they
and
called timeout.
Got a couple of other numbers, too. Number 54. Did I call him out earlier? Aiden Mockler?
That's the first time I've heard that
54,
and
yeah.
Number 60, Cannon Siree.
Okay, and both of those are freshmen. So, you've got 3 seniors, 2 freshmen, so those freshmen are learning a ton.
Yeah, they're going to learn a bunch from.
Yeah, so that's good for Coach Estes' line program there. And the line coach is that's Jacob Antonio, that is the offensive defensive line coach. So we are 6:36 left here at Ray Talley Stadium. It is 20-12.
This quarter slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And they've thrown a whole bunch, but it has slowed down some. They were grinding the clock away in the first half.
So they are playing the second half of the Good Hope 5 game. Was one quarter, I believe, was varsity, one quarter, I believe, was JV. And after the varsity quarter, 5 won that 28-0.
Ouch.
So defending state champs that
looks like they've reloaded.
I don't think they lost. Unfortunately, Holly Pond travels there this year. So,
and without a whole lot of NIL money to give away.
Yeah,
that's
always wide open.
Oh,
he dropped it.
Oh,
that was a good job by Hunter.
Yeah,
waiting
good
on him
luck
to find that open spot, getting him ball, and
I'll tell you
got
what,
a little excited there on the receiving end of that, and his target being AJ Carthanen. Just couldn't quite bring it in.
If I'm the receiver there, I'd go back and blame the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
You got to put it where I can get
put it in my hands. Put it in my hands.
That's on you, pal, not me. See, this guy in front of us has got quite a pocket.
Quite a lot going on there, yeah.
Got a
Radio
lot of things on the belt.
Yeah. Little business there. All right, he's looking. Got a lot of time.
A lot of time.
Is it picked off? Oh, he dropped it.
Well, he put
Ball in
that
the
pressure. I feel
air.
like he had.
Man, he's got a lot of time. He just doesn't have anybody open unless he's running the screens or the slant, the quick hits.
Yeah, number 12 takes a shot. That's Peyton Twilley.
That's going to be the punt team coming on.
I'll tell you, you can almost with him, I would think you get a time like that, give him about a 20-yard head start and just sling it up there and see if Leith can run underneath it.
Yeah, almost got to go to Leith there, I feel like.
Well, it seems like the perfect time for a fake punt.
Field position favors it.
They probably won't, but, they don't want to give up another score, that's for sure.
Yeah, you don't want to give up a score, not right here. You're still in it, and very much in it.
Thought I was going to fake
Good
for
punt. I did too.
See if he gets a bounce.
Oh,
He does. Oh, my goodness.
That's a quality bounce. That is going to be way down there.
Where did
Touch
he
it too quick.
Where did he punt that from, maybe the 40?
That's a 40. He's
so
right
about
on that X there.
Almost a
That's a 50-yarder.
50-yarder.
50
That's a great punt in high school.
That's not bad in the pros either, pal.
Got it inside the 10.
My grandpa Randy said we were doing a great job, so we appreciate that
Shout
compliment there. We haven't got a ton tonight, so
he may be a little biased.
Yeah, it might be a little biased. But thanks, Papa.
He's like, Danny's doing a great job. If those other two would
It's
shut
those
up.
other two, they'd be quiet, I tell you.
Well, I appreciate him tuning in because I haven't heard anything from my wife. So
looking at the, I clicked on this a second ago, and we've got currently on Facebook 99 viewers, but it's been played 6,700 times already.
That means that people have tuned in and didn't like what they were doing.
If we had 6,700 live views, it'd be something.
Hey, what I'm going to think is they tuned in and realized there was so much going on down here, they just came on and got a ticket.
So I am curious to see what kind of data this does have and how widespread this goes when Ty looks at data, because you've got Roku, you've got Amazon, you've got Channel 180. You know, Spectrum.
I don't know we'll get data from 180.
No, we won't get that, but we'll get all the apps. And just Facebook right now, 6,700 plays is awesome. And
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we're so proud we're able to bring this into your homes.
Yeah, we are, and
that's
across the state.
Yeah. And a lot of that's thanks to sponsors that support our school system and believe in these ideas. It's part of our administration.
Well, I'm thankful to Ty that he listened. I went to him and just said, "Hey, Ty, I'd love for us to be able to get our kids some visibility. I know you were in the TV world. Can we pull this off?" And man, he just got to work. And
so this is all on AD. So
no, it's not on me. I didn't lift a finger. I just, I'm a good idea guy, and Ty's the one that put it all together. I tell you.
I'm glad Ty listened to him. We were trying to get out on the golf cart. He didn't want any part of that. I don't know.
No, I think golf's coming this year.
Yeah,
we got golf
well, here's the key. If there's somebody out there that could help us out with a drone, we need a high-quality drone.
Like that one up there?
Like that one that's flying above Hanceville.
That guy's been doing it all night.
And we got a good bid on one, and it's actually one that FEMA and all them use. So it.
And if anybody's out there wanting to sponsor it, I'd say that we'd call it the whatever drone.
Yeah.
Whatever your company is, that's what
right.
it would be.
That's right. And we'd love to be that. But it would enable us to do track. It would enable us to do some mapping of our buildings that right now we're having to pay to have done. It just opens up so many avenues, golf, and even here with football.
Yeah, you're right.
Gives us another shot. We have to be away from people and outside the stadium, but we can make that work too.
So to summarize that, there's two things we need: a drone, and Holly Pond needs a special education secondary teacher.
That's right. And
you guys out there get to work on that. Okay?
We can get a special ed teacher with a drone. That would be sweet.
Oh, it would be
sweet.
It would be the total package.
Yeah, the total package right there. All right, we got third down here. This is big.
This is big,
and right here. Third and long.
And it's a handoff, and he gets to the outside.
He's going to get it, I think.
He is going to. I think so. It's all about the spot, but from here it looks like he got it.
Once again, I like the proactiveness of the yard marker guy. He keeps going. He gives it the signal, and he moves.
Quick.
I don't think they're supposed to do that, but
no, you're supposed to wait on the official to
just in case they decide
to
check the thing. But I like how he's moving. He's like, we're going to keep the game going.
Hey, we're going to give him credit and say that the guy was doing this behind his back. The official telling him, "Come on."
I looked at the yard guy. He did the first down signal himself and started walking. I love it.
All right, well, Cold Springs gets a huge first down. Plenty of time left in this ball game. It's still anybody's game.
Got a hole, got a blocker.
Oh, he is driving him out.
Oh, he was blocking. That? That's number 69.
That's going to be Eddie Maroney. Eddie Maroney was driving.
That's a pretty cool name, too.
Yeah, I like that name.
Yeah, Eddie Maroney just sounds tough.
Well,
Eddie Maroney. He's
he
11th
drove him
grade.
20 yards out of the pile there.
I tell you, Cold Springs has got a trio of kids that kind of look really good too as they come up to the line.
Yeah, they do.
That left tackle of theirs he's a big dude.
So Cold Springs actually too has the only 8th grader on roster of these two teams, Blake Phillips, number 8.
We got a fumble.
Fumble, another fumble. Oh my goodness, going to be the third turnover for Cold Springs.
Hanceville says they've got it.
Hanceville
we'll see
says
what
they
the
have
white
it.
hat says here.
And he's going to say,
let's wait and see what the yard marker guy says.
The ball boy.
That's theirs.
It's Hanceville ball.
That's catastrophic for the Bulldog.
3 turnovers.
So, in all, if I'm not mistaken, they're kind of all within their territory. So, Cold Springs turns it over here. And Hanceville with an opportunity. And Cold Springs once again got a battle here in their own territory.
It seems that the Cold Springs crowd took that in stride. There was not much reaction over there for the turnover.
So start of the fourth at Holly Pond, they trail 14-12. That's a good ball game.
That's a good ball game.
At Thomas Mechtenfelder Field. Justin Abbey is enjoying the broadcast. Former state champion.
He's not a former. He is state champion
Boy,
until somebody knocks him off.
I mean,
what are you talking about?
I gotta humble him a little bit. He didn't win it yesterday. He didn't win it today, so to me it's former.
What have you done for us lately?
Yeah, what's he done this year?
He is state champion until March of next year. And
that's a nice cutback.
Maybe he'll be able to keep it
He's
going.
got a really good shot.
Look right there at that.
He missed
the
block.
on the loose.
Oh, if he had gotten that block.
And that's Jessica getting hit along with Chase, but they stay on their feet.
Did they get hit?
They did. Yeah, Jessica and Chase make it to the track there and survive that.
Yeah, Jessica's laughing.
Agile. That's our camera crew down there and bringing it to you live right there on the sideline. Chase is going to back up a little bit there.
Great run by Leith right there.
Oh, man, Leith had a great game.
Good move. Dipped those hips inside, bounced it back outside, and hit that sideline one step away probably from breaking it. So great run right there. Hunter Black going to keep
throw
it
up.
here.
That's going to be a touchdown. Oh,
did he get it?
I don't
did
think
he get it?
No, he didn't.
His feet inbounds?
He didn't
Chase
get his
had
feet down.
A great shot of
he
that.
He may not even caught it.
Chase was right there.
Great effort right there. And if I had to take a guess, I would say that's probably number 8 for Hanceville, maybe.
If it's not, they should throw it at him.
Yeah.
Can't see that. That is number 8, though.
And look and get his name once again for you folks out there. That is Drake Bentley. He is an 11th grader, 6'2", 170. I believe he's a little bit taller than 6'2".
They may go back to him. Fake to Leith, one-on-one.
Too high.
Yeah. They had what they wanted there.
So
big third down here.
If he'd have hit him right in stride in front, he'd have walked into the end zone.
Yeah, he got that leverage on that DB right there and got in front of him on that quick slant and ball a little bit behind him.
3:19 remain. Cold Springs leads 20-12.
I hadn't seen any T-shirts or footballs being thrown into the crowd here.
No? But you should suggest that for.
I'd like to shoot a T-shirt gun.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool.
We need one of our future visits to have a T-shirt gun I'd like to be a part of.
So we need a drone and a T-shirt gun.
Yeah, I need that T-shirt gun now.
Oh,
a little
fake,
jump pass.
fake. There he is.
That is going to be a touchdown. Nice
touchdown.
pass.
Good look by the QB there.
The old Tebow style jump
that
pass.
Was, the fake pass there.
That was kind of late developing, but it was nice.
Yeah, I'd like to see the replay on that one on the perimeter right there.
Well, we got it.
Well, good thing for you, Ty's got one.
I just great play by Bentley, but also a well-timed throw by Hunter Black and the guys up front and supporting crew around him, giving him time to throw the ball.
He has had time tonight.
He has had a ton of time.
Big score for Hanceville right there.
Leith loses his footing.
I think he'd have been taken. I think he'd have gotten taken
I
down
don't know if he would have got that
anyway.
anyway, but he did lose his footing there.
On 2-point conversion, I feel like, of course, it's easy to call from up here, but I'm thinking I'd have taken him outside instead of right up the middle there.
Yeah, we got a Hanceville player down.
I like
got a cramp.
I like the sweep they ran earlier. They haven't went back to it in a while.
They're going to stretch this guy out, shove some pickle juice down his gullet, and get him back on the field.
Pickle juice is the best thing in the world for those cramps.
I can't imagine drinking that.
Yeah, we've got some great trainers across our county with Encore.
Yeah, give Encore a shout out there, Danny.
Encore does an incredible job. I can't speak for every school. Jordan King, unbelievable for our school, our program. He does wonders with our kids. We appreciate Encore and all they do for Coleman County.
Yeah, it's very nice, and I know as a former coach, it's nice to know that you have those folks on your sideline to handle those injuries, because in the old day it was the coach that handled those injuries, and we're just not medically certified good enough to do that, and maybe some are. And
people got tired of coaches telling them to rub some dirt on it, get back over on the sideline,
and spit on it, and you'll be all right. And,
so he is gonna get off the field there, thanks to our player helping out and our trainer getting out there too.
Yeah, that's Dwayne. Dwayne's been at Hanceville for a while.
Yeah, he's been there a long time. Does he? Now he does St. Is he at St. Bernard too?
I know he spends some time out there.
Spent some time there. That's what I was
his
thinking. I didn't know if that
schools,
was one of his signs. I know he's been there some.
Very
so.
reliable. He's going to be where
he's
supposed to be. Does a good job with the kids, and of course all of them do. And we're just grateful for Encore and working with Coleman County Schools in the manner in which they do, and giving us a good peace of mind.
I don't know if they're going to get him pickle juice or not. A lot of schools and teams will use nachos to help with cramps too.
Yeah.
Get him a helmet full of nachos and cheese, and that should have him back in action in no time.
Well, the other one is mustard. They'll give you a little bit of mustard.
Yeah, mustard's
only
always
if that's
good
accompanying a pretzel.
Yeah.
So 3:13 remain. A lot of football left to play, and we've got a great ball game in store. So been very good so far. 2-point game.
2-point game. Plenty of time left to play.
They're going to kick
Well,
that
neither
one
of them want to kick it very deep.
No, nobody's kicking
They
it
should have let it roll out of bounds. Oh, he's going to run all the way back across the field. Oh,
wow. Nah, they're too quick.
Oh, yeah.
He's got nowhere to go, but he made some play out of that.
Yeah, he made some.
Ended up getting about
he made some
12,
yardage.
15 yards out of what looked like not a whole lot.
Robin Netherton's done a great job of giving me scores, but not giving me time, so I don't have the time or the quarter. I know it's after halftime, but it's 16-14. Vinemont leads Falkville.
Still a 2-point game out there.
Every game right now. I mean, you've got Holly Pond a 2-point game, Vinemont a 2-point game. Last I looked, West Point was a 6-point game, and then Fairview was up a couple scores. So
I wonder how Fairview's breakdown has been. If it's been, they've had their JV.
If they've played the whole varsity, yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, obviously you don't want to get anybody hurt during a jamboree, but you also have a chance to beat a team like that. You want to just because of the confidence it'll give your team. Nice hole picking right there. That's gonna.
Oh man!
It's Matt Williams again, running behind that big offensive line of Cold Springs. Picks and weaves his way, as Richard said, for a big first down. Gets them out of their territory into Hanceville's territory.
Got a
about
cramp.
the 46-yard line.
Hanceville's struggling from the from the cramps.
Dwayne's getting his work in. He's getting out there to get another cramp out there.
Well, one of us may have to go down and get Dwayne in a minute.
So
keeps running out there.
Early. Thankfully, it's not super hot here, but it is early. First game of the year.
It feels really good right now.
It does feel really good.
I know next week we're supposed to get back to typical August, September-ish type weather.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. 73 out here tonight. Really nice. Yeah, it does.
Very low humidity. That's the key. But still, when you work hard and all, and first couple games you struggle with cramps.
Yep. So that is 52, I believe, for the Bulldogs that comes off the field. Eli Aiken. He is a senior and played a lot of minutes tonight. So. Leah running our camera, all our camera crew. Leah, Chase, Jessica.
Leah's
up top though. Yeah,
she's up there where she can see everything on top of the trailer.
That's the luxury suite right up there.
Is that what that is up there?
That is.
Is that what we're calling that? The luxury suite?
Well, I guess
that's what you call it.
At night, I mean, she was up there on a metal box in the sunlight with no cover for a while.
Yeah, in the sunlight it wasn't very nice, I don't think. But
it's probably pretty cool up there now.
Yeah, probably so.
Nice little reverse handoff there.
It's Matt Williams again.
Man, he just picks through there. Golly, he's
strong.
good at that.
He is he's
patient. He's very patient with his running.
No, that's number 3, Matt Williams. I want to see how big he is. See if Coach has put down any height and weight on Matt.
We're going to go with our 4th cramp.
Okay.
In the last 4 minutes.
Nope, no height and weight. But
no height and weight. He's stout.
But he is a stout runner.
I know Adam McKinnon had texted me and said 22 was his nephew, and he taught him everything he knew. So I'm not going to even go much on there with Adam, so I give him much time there.
Oh, me.
Is Adam the same age as you?
No, Adam thinks he is, but I think he's like 6 years older than me. So
okay. Wonder, does he have an impressive athletic history?
I think he was a solid basketball player. I'm not sure about on the football field.
Did he grow up Cold Springs?
Yeah, he's true blue believer.
Yeah, I tell you, the tight T has been good to Cold Springs. They've kind of gotten in it. And
they've got no receivers.
And I understand
that what play this is going to be.
Yeah, I understand the principle behind that is because from a coaching standpoint, you get folks in there and you can actually see what they're in and kind of pick your attack points, especially if you run an offense that has any option. orientation to it. From a wing tee perspective and straight tee, I guess it gives you angles on your power and your fullback trap, gut play, those type things.
Yeah.
So Adam grew up, back to Adam here. He grew up in Cold Springs, played some basketball. Micah's kind of tall. They went one-on-one. Who you got?
I'm probably going Adam.
Oh, Micah's going to body him.
He's in the gym every day, you know. But now if you go,
now you put Dickerson.
I was going to say you throw Dickerson in there. I think I'm going Dickerson.
Yeah, I hear
man, that's just power right off tackle right there with that fullback leading and other halfback leading, and they're going to pick up a first down.
Who are you taking in an AP versus principal scrimmage?
So in basketball, those two against.
You got.
I'm taking Dickerson and Jimmy.
Okay, yeah. That's the combo there.
Yeah, against Micah and Adam. I'm taking.
That may be one of the more athletic combos.
Yeah, because Jimmy's an athlete.
Now Karen and I would bring some thrill to the court.
You talk about an inside-outside presence.
The kick out to Karen. He's a slight trot there. He gets 3 yards.
I thought they blew the
ball. Is it going to be blown dead?
It's down.
It's
down. They're going to rule him down.
Yeah, I agree.
I almost looked like they had blown the ball dead before it started. He was just kind of trotting there.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, I know Williams is probably tired, but a lot of his runs have looked like that recently.
I guess you're just kind of waiting for the hole to open up.
Yeah.
Whereas some people just take the Wreck-It Ralph approach and just bam.
And that's how he was first quarter. Hold up the
fours,
fours, baby.
The third quarter, 20-18. I assume we're going to go to commercial. And a word from our sponsor as we go into 4. And we're back, starting the fourth quarter. It is 20-18, 2-point lead for the visiting Cold Springs Eagles. Been a good battle, a lot of yards on the ground, and quite a few from the air for Hanceville.
Yeah, it's been a really good ball game, and it kept people tuned in definitely because we've got a 2-point game.
Yeah, it's been back and forth.
Yeah,
back and forth, and comes down to a couple 2-point conversion plays.
Turnovers have been an issue also.
Yeah, 3 turnovers from Cold Springs.
Hey, Richard, I think and Danny, I think they're going to line up straight to you.
Yeah. What if they changed it up? You went spread right here. Fourth quarter, we're going all spread.
Oh, gracious.
Appreciate the hospitality from Hanceville, hooking us up with a funnel cake and some things earlier tonight. Been very hospitable as we've supported the Dogs and the Eagles tonight.
Hope things are going well for Dr. Barnett over on the visiting side. I think they treated him pretty well over on.
I'm sure they
swapped sides on
us over there.
Great job by the bands at halftime. Want to highlight those. We want to bring that to you every Friday night. Get our bands involved. I know, we've tried to cover everybody that's a part of this, cheerleaders, and
student sections.
Yeah, student sections
and all of it, and we'll get better at it. I don't know if tonight we got any shots of cheerleaders, but we will.
And let us know.
I think they were going to try to. I'm not sure. But he keeps going. Golly.
He is a bell
Did he just score? I thought he was down twice before that, and he is pumped.
They got him right on
that
the
is number
goal line.
5. Kason Alexander is going crazy.
Yeah, he's had a big night.
He's high-fived and hit everybody on his team, so he's pumped.
Straight tee's been really good for him. Nothing fancy.
Look, first down from the 3-yard line. That's a touchdown.
That one in.
That's going to be.
And that's going to put it up 8, and they're going to go for that 2 again.
Again, it's going to be crucial that they stop him here.
The Cold Springs cheer was very excited about that score.
Another big 2-point conversion series here.
I do see that the Cold Springs mascot made it back from the in the wilderness there on the sideline.
Yeah, came back.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to go hanging around over in that dark, shadowy area over there.
I'm going to have to tell Coach Vose, he tried to open it up one play and got intercepted, and he shut her down.
Jake Winfrey hit me with a text. He's here tonight, and he said not expecting a shout-out tonight. Little does he know, we already shouted him out.
Yeah, we shouted you out, bro.
Got him already, so appreciate you, Jake, and the Coleman Times supporting all our athletes throughout Coleman County.
The last time we broadcast baseball, I had to call him and apologize.
Yeah, you did.
The year thing.
Yeah, you did.
I know he was at home thinking, what an idiot. Jake, we appreciate you and all you do and all the coverage you get, just all around our county. So we thank you very much.
Yeah, that guy's everywhere.
Yeah, I appreciate him coming out to Media Day. Them and the Tribune and Flash from WKUL, they're regulars that come, and it means a lot to our kids. It means a lot and we highlight every program we've got.
Yeah, the Media Days is really cool.
That is a good thing you do, AD, because it does cover everybody. I mean,
and this one's big. Did he get in?
He did. Yes, he did. That's going to be.
That one's going to hurt the dogs.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and now we mentioned cheerleading. October 26th will be the county cheer competition, and that has gotten bigger and bigger.
Where is it at
year.
this year? I know it's
going to be at West Point.
West Point.
It's going to be at West Point, and they'll be our host, Dr. Black and Miss Anderson and crew, Miss McCricker. They'll host us this year, and always a fun and exciting day watching. Folks think they're athletes. Try to go out there and do what some of those young ladies and guys do that are cheering, and man, they do it year long.
And you just mentioned Miss McCricker. Is that she's a very good cheer sponsor. They love her there, and she's a very sweet lady, and she's done a good job with them. I know some of the parents on that cheer team, and they're very impressed with her.
Getting some more viewers here as the night goes on. It's 9:05. I don't know if y'all know that, but Jake Smith that works for our transportation department in the bus barn, he said him and his wife are having a romantic dinner at Cracker Barrel, but they're watching the live coverage.
All
so
right.
shout out Jake and Lizzie.
Nope.
Hey, let us know if they got the cinnamon roll pie on the menu.
I'm
yet.
sure Jake will let us know that one. He's probably waiting on it.
I bet we're going to see a pooch kick here.
Go ahead and get that one. All right, here's the kick from the Eagles, and they're not going onside.
They do not want to kick that in. It's going to be out of bounds.
Stays out of bounds. They don't want to run it back.
That's a bad call.
No, they kicked it to Leith.
45-yard line.
Oh, they're going away from Leith. Yeah,
they got three kids back there that can flat out motor, and they don't want to give them an opportunity to get a cheap one there. And so they pooch kicked that.
So 2-possession ball game. Hanceville's in desperate need of a score here.
One of our camera ladies, Jessica, as to make her way up. Apparently, her battery went dead. Not hers, because she was moving fast to get out of the way of those players earlier.
Y'all did a good job, Jessica.
Oh, gracious.
There goes
Don't trip on the way down.
There goes the
That'd
guy.
be great. Let's get a camera on Jessica in case she
keys.
falls on the way down. That's Jessica Gorham.
And 10:44 left, 28-18. Got a 10-point ball game here.
Hanceville needs to score. They're capable of doing it, but they just can't. They've had a hard time punching it in.
I would say the ball goes to Leith here.
Solid guess.
It doesn't. It's got a screen
Good
there.
staple right there. About the best that Cold Springs played that all night.
Yeah.
Aside from the opening series.
They've ran that a lot too.
I feel like maybe about time to have someone from the opposite side go and streaking long and then run that same play and have a double pass.
Or you send that middle, it's easy to draw up here. I kind of like this kind of coaching.
When you said streaking,
you have that guy that sets that, actually it's not really a pick, but sets that block, just slip off and get on down the sideline and pump fake that and then throw it up to him.
There he is.
Nice
little
catch.
Slant route. He drops the football, but I'm pretty sure he was down.
No way, he just fumbled it.
Nah, he was down.
That ref's calling that off.
Yeah,
it's down.
Call it.
Or they may even be calling not a catch. Did he not even? He looks like he's hurt though.
Yeah, he got hit pretty good right there.
I thought he had a catch, and it would be down. But we're a little bit further away than the referees are, and hope he's going to be okay.
Is he holding his shoulder?
And Dwayne's got his work in tonight.
I think he's holding his shoulder. I'd hate to see that.
Yeah, that might have been why he dropped that football late too. We'll stay here and just hope that there's nothing too serious here. He's definitely moving, and we think that might be a shoulder.
Maybe it looks like they're messing with his shoulder up there, and it looks like he was holding it.
Yeah.
And as I told you, my D1 scholarship went away with my shoulder injury.
You know that pain.
I know the pain.
And that
feel it? Is your
running
shoulder
back
hurting?
spot went away too, didn't it?
Yeah, the running back spot went away
Yeah,
too.
that's right. A smattering of applause.
Standing up there.
Oh, they are holding his arm up. That's not good.
No, it's not at all.
Not good.
Maybe
it's just a stinger, and Dwayne get over there and work on him a little bit, and
get that kid a cup of nachos. He'll be back on the field in no time.
Several have asked where we're going next week. We've mentioned that a couple times, but want to reiterate. For cooking in Coleman, we're going to Holly Pond Cafe and our coffee truck that's local there to Holly Pond, and then we will be at Thomas Meckenfelder for Holly Pond versus Hanceville.
I know y'all miss me next week, but when I got out of coaching, I promised my wife that she could have Labor Day weekend.
Come on, AD.
So I keep up with everything on Score Stream, but I'll make 4 out of the 5. That's for sure. So,
Mr. Orr and myself will be on 3 of the 5. Yep.
So y'all hold down the fort, and
I think they were handing the baton to you and Adam McKinnon.
Yeah, Adam's going to be on.
Okay.
Adam's going to grab the other 2. Haleyville leads West Point 20-10 at the end of the 3rd.
Was that Leith that was hurt?
No, it was not Leith.
Okay.
I want to say it was number 8. Is that right, AD? Is that
yeah,
who was
that's
hurt there?
Drake Bentley.
Okay, he's been very productive tonight.
Yeah,
he's been a bell cow for them.
Hope he's all right.
Yeah,
I hope he's all right too.
Drop back, looks, got a man, hits him.
Oh, but he's not
they're
going
gonna
anywhere.
drive him back, yeah.
He's going to be close to a first down, though.
Did he call it?
Forward progress. Oh, it's going to be 4th down.
Was that 4th?
No, I think he's changed it. So 4th and about a
Ugh.
Well, I'm not really sure because that guy moved the thing.
Yeah, he kind of moved it back.
Are they calling it first down? Oh, they turned it over on downs. That was fourth down.
That was fourth
down. Big critical play there.
Glad we could keep you all up to date on the action.
Yeah, that was huge.
The injury threw us off a little bit there.
Yeah.
That's okay. We were concentrating, make sure that's
okay. They're back at fourth down again.
So where are we here?
I don't know. This could be like
first down. Oh, Bulldog first down.
All right, we've gone fourth, first, back to fourth.
I see a protest coming.
Yeah, oh, look at Vos is very upset.
Oh, he's about to throw the headset.
Oh, man. And I don't blame him. We didn't know where we were at either.
Meanwhile, behind us, Ty Watwood smiling as big as can be.
Yeah, I don't ever forget, but he is a bulldog, isn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah,
through and through, I'd say.
Yeah.
My barber's a bulldog. I gave him the thing to chime in tonight. They got a new baby at home. He played on the and it's sad I can't remember his name, but he does a good job barbering. But he played on.
He's a great barber.
Yeah, he played on the that Final Four team that Coach Chandler had here just a few years ago.
Yeah.
And big kid, and now he's a big man, but he said he was excited that we were airing it because he'd be able to watch it. So if you're out there watching.
Hey, if he's barbering, he needs to be paying attention to the hair. From a bald man, I want you watching.
So great haircut today. And
you got one today?
Yeah, I got one today.
So what is it? Because we got first down, but we're on the – whose ball is it?
It's Dog's ball because Lee's
they
still
haven't
on
moved the chains yet, though.
No, they have not moved the chains.
Seems to be some confusion.
Got 3 wide receivers stacked over here too. And
that's going to be an odd set when they're on defense.
Who's that in the back of this 3 set over here? That's not Leith. Leith's in the backfield. Estes is on the
field. All right, they're
going
to measure.
Are we measuring?
So we've gone from fourth to first, back to fourth, back to first. Now we're going to measure.
Ugh, I don't like it.
I don't think this is going to be a first down.
Man, you're about to hear one side of this place go crazy. And
I think it's going to be short by probably nose.
I feel like that the yard marker had moved back.
I don't understand why we didn't measure it to start with.
That's short. No, it's not.
It's there.
Oh, he's got it by.
That's it.
No, it's short.
Oh,
by
wow,
about 6
now we
inches.
just moved it. And it is a turnover.
Oh, it is a dance party out on the 50-yard line.
We've went first,
fourth.
Looks like Cold Springs just won the Super Bowl.
Back to fourth, back to first.
Turnover on downs.
I believe they just gave a Gatorade shower over there, and someone proposed to a cheerleader.
If Cold Springs hadn't had, did you say somebody proposed like Boise State? if Cold Springs hadn't had 3 turnovers, I would say this may be locked, but they're
you got to hang on to
very
the ball.
prone to turnovers right here.
Get a stop, and
a scoop and score, a pick 6, and
still got 9-8.
Yeah,
9-10.
There's a lot of.
Well, we know
left.
they're going to run the clock though, because
they're going to eat the clock.
They've got 3 backs to choose from.
There's not a wide receiver.
It's like 3-card Monty back there who they're going to hand it to.
It's going to be a heavy dose.
It's a run, yeah.
Of run.
But they're tired too.
Ground pound is what we used to call it. Ground pound. Just hit you in the mouth and be physical. Try to run the football.
Hey, shout out to our Hanceville baton girls. Those things are working those things like ninjas down there. That kid just
first down.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Anyway, the baton twirlers, they're whipping those things around, tossing. They're lit up, and it's impressive.
Yeah, number 10 for Cold Springs, tight end Braden Hallman has done an outstanding job tonight blocking, and the whole crew up front. Just thoroughly impressed with them and staying on blocks, maintaining blocks.
So we got a little information coming to us from Micah Rice, the Cold Springs Elementary principal. A couple things he's learned tonight. The end zone Warriors throw the ball more than Cold Springs.
They've gone now.
Which, by the way, they're gone, but that kid had an arm on him. That kid can wing it. Second, Holly Pond desperately needs a teacher.
We do.
Coach,
that spot hasn't been filled yet.
And then 3, he seems surprised that we think that Karen Sparks and Danny could take him and Adam in a pickup game.
Certainly got it.
Sparks is good. Sparks is good for a double-double every time.
Consistent. Score update. It's a good one at Holly Pond. It's 21-18. Holly Pond trails by 3 with 4:53 left.
So Angie Yarborough's watching, and
really
she's giving a big shout-out to Holly Pond Cafe. She's been there before and wants to go back with us.
We may bring her back next week, so it's a good place. I agree with you.
Yeah, she needs to go and fill in for my place and get a good meal.
Drew Jenkins has asked me for the Cold Spring score twice. I still haven't given it to him because all he's got to do is make a click on his phone. So, sorry, Drew, but if you'll tune in, you'll get it. It's 28-18, 7:41 left. Cold Springs ticking the clock away as they lead by 10.
They're in no hurry to get to the line, that's for sure.
They're gonna milk that play clock for everything it's got.
Micah said we can broadcast that 2-on-2 on CCBLE TV. Oh, nowhere to go. Third down. Need a stop.
It doesn't look like either Chandler or Courtney are pointing. Okay, Chandler's got the camera pointed over there at the thing now.
You know, I've been to the stadium a few times, AD. It's one of my favorites in the county. I like the layout of it, the way it sits.
It's beautiful.
They do a good job with it.
Place.
Good Hope, honestly, I like the way Good Hope's tucked away. It's probably my favorite. But
I'll tell you what, you get to West Point, you stumble heading down that thing, you're rolling all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
That's a steep slope going down to the track.
Here's a big stop from the Bulldogs if they can get it. They hand off, he falls forward, and that's not going to be a first. It should be fourth.
They're going to go for it, though. I mean,
it's 4 down territory.
Yeah, you go for it right here.
They can take another
4 and 2. Fourth and 2.
Yeah, you can take another 35 seconds off the clock.
Get under 6 minutes, and if you're Hanceville and you do get the stop here, you've got to attack quick.
Yeah, you're going to be in hurry-up mode. Got to have 2 scores.
Quick shout-out to my future brother-in-law, Jacob. He's tuned in. He's not a Coleman County guy, but he has quickly become one. He's watching at home. Appreciate you tuning in, Jacob.
When's the big day for him and your sister?
Oh, man, you put me on the spot.
Okay.
I think it's March.
Dan's like, I don't care.
Pretty
sure for the reception.
I'm going to the beach, man. It's a beach wedding.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
That's a big first down.
Huge first down.
Yeah, that's no surprise right there. That's number 3, Matt Williams, running behind big guys up front.
Lock us down here with a Cold Springs Eagle win. And there's still time, but the projection slider just slid towards Cold Springs a little bit.
I think if we can get some audio back there, you could probably actually pinpoint the moment we heard Ty's heart break. Right there, it's that first down.
Well, the thing that I've enjoyed tonight is both teams have competed really well.
Competed really well, and I look forward to seeing them,
yes,
keeping up with them throughout the season.
Yes, they compete.
And if you're keeping up with our county scores, it looks like everybody is. So we're going to have a successful, slate throughout the county, it seems.
Well, that's nice to see, too, because there were a couple of weeks last year where nobody won.
No, there were some tough weeks for us.
Yeah, and so it is nice to have a week like this where everybody is.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm about to send another text. I'll try to get us a Fairview, West Point, Vinemont update. I know that Holly Pond one's down to the wire. They should be under probably around 3 minutes left now. West Point they were behind everybody, it seemed, when Wes was texting me. So
they'd probably throw the ball.
Yeah, probably so. I think it was third quarter when everybody else was in the fourth. Three backs, no receivers. 5:44 left. 10-point ball game. Cold Springs lead. Handoff. He's
going in.
He's going to get in, and that's going to make it 30.
That's going to be the ball game.
And that's going to be your ball game
right there. Mason Gable. Once again,
he's had a game. He's had a game.
He's had a really
good game.
A half a season worth of stats.
Yeah,
in this game.
yeah. You know,
I'd like to see the rushing stats.
I would too.
Springs.
I would too. And that maybe, hopefully, AD, that's something we need to get. Not tonight, obviously, but if we can get it through the coaches throughout the week and highlight those guys next week.
Yeah.
That we've hit tonight with some stats. Talk about these guys that we've watched, because it's hard to get them live where we're at, but next week we could definitely get those statistics after the film's been watched. They're going to go for two, and they're going to get that as well. That makes it 36-18, and I think not only is Ty's heart broken, I think it just hit the concrete behind us. Cold Springs looks to have wrapped this one up.
All right, Coach Barnett just told me who my barber is. It is Raiden Morgan.
Raiden Morgan.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a redhead. Yeah, he's tall.
Yep.
Glasses. Yeah, he played on that team.
Does
with Malcolm
does a great
and them.
Job
Yeah,
cutting my hair and.
Says who?
Oh, that's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Just kidding. You're like, at least I got some, right?
Yeah, that's right. I wasn't going to say it on air, but I thought it. At least I got a little hair there, Richard.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm jealous. Actually, at this point, if I ended up with hair, I'd take a lot more grief over having hair.
You could save. You save a lot of money by not having hair.
There's a time where I was cutting it a lot when I was shaving my head.
Thank you, Coach Barnett, for letting me know, my barber. And we had a great conversation today about Hanceville athletics, and he's very prideful of his time here, and rightfully so. And his heart's desires see Hanceville be successful again. And given time, I believe Coach Estes and them, from what I've seen tonight, can certainly turn that corner.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to have to work on that pooch kick a little bit.
Yeah, got to keep that thing in bounds, but I guess it really doesn't matter at that spot because they get it at the 45, is that right?
You get it at the 35 if you take it, or where it goes out. So they're going to get it at about the 38. So they'll take that. That's pretty good field position.
The NFL's got, is it college? The NFL's got some weird kickoff rules this year.
Yeah, NFL's got some weird kickoff rules.
NFL does.
They
Danny, I thought you would have all the statistics for us for, like, if you had the ball inside the 20, what your odds are of scoring, and then as you move out. I figured you being the data guy. I really thought you'd have that.
I've got a little bit of data on, but I mean football. I've always enjoyed watching it, but I can't break it down like I can basketball.
All right, Hanceville going to be in
they're
3 by 1.
Slinging it, I think, here.
Yeah, they're going to be throwing the ball a little bit here.
Try to get us some score updates from around the county as we get closer to the end of our broadcast.
Oh,
if you've watched this with us, we appreciate you.
Yeah, we do. We do appreciate you. But what we want you to do is at some point in time during this year, get out and go see one live, or a couple of them live. Because,
100%.
I know tickets went up a little bit, but every penny of that pays for the ability for these kids to be able to do what they do. Official costs have gone up through the years and continue to go up, and paying the light bill and just the game management costs are continue to go up. So
I think Dr. Barnett did an interview with the news station just before this game started, and he had nice.
That was a good throw, but he's not there.
He had called out did some messages to a couple coaches. Let's get a ballpark, and officials on average this year will cost our football teams $8,000
Crazy.
Per school, and they estimated roughly to have your football season, it'll cost roughly about $40,000. So it's not like
these programs don't.
And those are costs that you can't.
Yeah, they're stationary. They're there.
Those if you're going to have a season, you got to recondition your helmets. You got to you got to have transportation. You got to have officials.
There's things you can't
There's
cut
always
out.
Some person out there saying, well, they're lining their pockets.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting rich in education.
No, not a chance.
Stealing the money.
None of that goes to coaching supplements. None of it goes to paying personnel. It goes to paying the cost of putting the kids out there to where they can play.
Yep. Score update, West Point's clawed back into their game. They have 9:35 left there. We said, they are the one that's kind of behind everyone. They trailed 20-17 with 9:35 left. The Warriors trail
so
Hanceville.
we're within a field goal there.
Within a score there.
All right, come on, Warriors.
Good Hope
got
JV lost to Fife 14-0 in their
Pump
quarter.
fake. He's going to let it fly.
Got it.
And I think it caught the chest plate right.
Yeah.
A little bit short, but just couldn't quite reel that in.
Trying to get a Holly Pond update along with a Fairview update for my people on that side of the county.
Looks like we're starting to lose a few of the faithful, the Hanceville faithful over on this side.
Yeah, the Eagles are staying strong, though. The Eagles are staying strong.
Well, they're here for the long haul. They got quite a haul home. So
they're
stick around, hit the Waffle House on the way home or something.
Yeah, no need to get in a hurry.
So they seem to be on the path to start their season 1-0, and we talked about next week's games. Cold Springs goes to Curry, which Curry's struggled historically in football, so I'm not sure.
It's still a hard place to play.
It is a hard place to play, and I think they brought back a pretty legendary coach. Am I not right on that?
And it's just a difficult place to go and play.
I think they brought back a coach that may have won a state championship at one point. Am I right on that, AD?
Was he retired for a while?
He retired for a while and came back. I think he won a state championship in the late 90s.
That's tough to come back on something like that.
Yeah.
Expectations are high, and times have changed. That doesn't mean that good coaching has.
Everybody's on the road next week except Holly Pond, who hosts Hanceville, and West Point, who returns home for Good Hope. Those two in-county games are the only home games. Everyone else travels. Cold Springs goes to Curry, like we said. Fairview plays Springville, which is a really good ball club. There's a
he's
touchdown.
Going to break off another one.
That's Gable.
That's
Did I get him right?
That's Alexander.
Case and Alexander. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
a 10th grader.
Yeah, Case is young.
He's done a good job tonight, and even when he hasn't been the guy doing it, he's been as excited for his teammates. He's my player of the game.
The huge plus for Cold Springs is that when they line those three backs up in the backfield, all of them are pretty solid.
Yeah, every one of them.
It's not like we've got two and one guy we really can't hand too much. It's you don't know where it's going, and all of them that get it are.
And then you rotate Tyson Kilgo.
Yeah.
I mean, you got four. You got four backs.
They've got some guys.
I feel like a couple of these boys are going to kick those doors open on Monday morning and let everyone know they're there.
Yeah.
They've had a big night tonight.
And those mamas and daddies and aunts and uncles and grandmamas and granddaddies need to keep feeding those boys up front, whatever they're feeding.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
They have done an outstanding
job. They are the workhorses with that wing tee. Some more Bulldog faithful head towards the Ray Tally scoreboard, which is where the exit is. Ty.
Got a hearty.
My bad.
A hearty chuckle out of Ty back
My bad,
there.
Ty. This Hanceville band may be one of the better bands in the county, and I've only seen these two so far, but they do a really good job, and they've got so many numbers.
Well, and they didn't pack up early.
No, they're not packing up early.
But it's like the band on the Titanic.
And Cold Springs may be small in numbers, but they're very loud over there, and they did a good job. So both bands very well. West Point scores, makes it 24-20 with 8:20 left.
All right, way to go.
Wow,
Warriors.
that'd be good if they could pull that off. Get a good win to start.
Number 10, again, Braden Hallman, the big tight end / kicker.
Odd combo.
Going to kick off. I'm going to guess it's going to be a pooch kick. They might let him cut loose right here.
So Micah also just let us know, shout out to Cold Springs underclassmen as a junior high team. They have only lost one game in the last 3 years.
Wow.
Huh. That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
Well, they're going to keep that their winning ways alive here tonight. That's a solid 3-year run.
Yeah.
Leslie Henry, principal of Good Hope Middle, just sent me a picture here a little while ago where coaches wore these kind of
that's
shorts.
A problem.
You know?
Yeah, those right there.
I had several pairs of those.
Oh, jeez.
I look right here.
Uh-oh. That's why they didn't kick to him all game.
That's Leith.
He could go.
He's got no.
They're not going to. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No. Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's why they didn't kick to him. That was a heck of a return.
That was a great
return. No flags on the field. This guy back here let him know. Shouldn't have kicked to him. I told you not to do it.
We're going to go onside kick here, I would assume.
Marquise Leith.
A couple people stopping over there by the scoreboard thinking maybe they shouldn't have given up their spot so quickly.
Final at Holly Pond, the Broncos fall 28-18.
AD, what were you saying about Leslie Henry?
Yep.
What were you saying about Leslie?
She sent me a picture of what coaches used to wear, shorts.
Oh, I saw that today earlier. One of my PE coaches
I had a couple
those.
pair of those.
They look like the most uncomfortable things ever, but maybe it's because they're always buttoned at their belly button. Socks were always kind of high. Polos tucked in pretty tight.
Yeah, and you had the wedge for a shoe, the one that looked like a wedge.
A lot of them, I felt like a lot of my coaches wore turf shoes too. That was a nice return.
Yeah, it was. Going to go for two. It's 42-24, 4 minutes left here.
Man, if Hanceville stays healthy, they got a lot of potential for
Leith does
success.
not get the two there. It's going to stay 42-24, 4:06 remain, as I would assume we see an onside kick.
Yeah,
that was
we'll onside.
I think that ended up being a 95-yard return. Didn't it roll to the 5-yard line?
Yeah,
they
I think
mishandled
you're right.
the ball.
I think you're right.
I think it rolled to the 5-yard line, maybe 10, but it was deep, and he took it to the house. That was impressive.
Hey, Micah said we may need to get a basketball goal in the parking lot at CCBOE. All we got to do is go down to Desperation Student Center. They got a nice goal.
We can walk over there.
Micah didn't want any of that. He didn't want any of that. He didn't want any of that Sparks Weaver.
He's just talking that talk.
That 1-2 punch of Sparks and Weaver.
He's talking the talk.
Well, the middle school schedule should get underway this coming Monday.
Yeah, we host Decatur Heritage at Holly Pond, so our junior high team.
The defending county champs for middle school.
I believe Good Hope.
Good Hope.
Yeah, Good Hope won that last year.
Our league is no more.
Yeah, and that's.
And it was time, really and truly. It was time.
I don't want to say that's my fault at all, Eve.
No, it was coming.
But we had to pull out.
You seceded from the union.
We seceded first.
I told you that was coming.
You knew, yeah. When we talked about it that day, we really analyzed it before we pulled, but we were looking at the benefit of Holly Pond's program as a whole, and we needed to make that move to junior high, which is what Cold Springs has done.
Cold Springs has done that, and.
Well, winning breeds success, though,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to.
And so, for example, this week we play a 2A junior high, Decatur Heritage, which is our speed. We've got 41 guys on our roster for junior high, which is that's a lot of kids. So.
Oh, he's going to try to pick it up and go. Oh.
The issue we were running into was we would have.
Got a flag?
I would have 10 8th graders play middle school, and then the next year, 2 to 3 would continue to play because they were going to just go out there and get hit by juniors and seniors.
Yeah.
Because they go straight to varsity. So that junior high kind of gave them that time to be a 9th grader and be the guy.
Yeah.
So we hope that grows our program a little bit. Maybe it will.
Well, there's just different needs, different.
Yeah, we're all different sizes. Yep.
And it panned out pretty good. I think some of them got in.
They made a bigger league. Yeah, they made some bigger leagues. Yeah.
And able to get some JV games to go with that.
We kept some county. We still play Hanceville. We still play Vinemont. They're both middle schools, and we're playing them with just our middle school roster. But wanted to keep those traditions of close games. People we know, community type sense. So.
Well, they're comparable to your size.
Yes, they are. Those two schools are. So Cold Springs gonna get every bit of this 4 minutes they can on the runs here. 3 backs, 0 wide receivers, a look we've seen all too well. Hand off to number 3.
which is, again, Matt Williams.
Yeah, Matt's had a great game. A lot of carries. I wonder how many times the ball's been carried for Cold Springs tonight. It's been several.
He's had a big night. I would imagine he's close to, if not over 100 yards. Maybe well into that.
Did you see that?
Oh
Hey,
my
D,
gosh.
you got to watch the video Micah just sent us. He said the last time he played basketball, Micah Rice, the principal at Cold Springs K8, is chiming in here. He tries to take a charge.
He got hit his head on the ground.
Gosh, I think he's got a concussion. So
Good
bad.
heavens, that's brutal.
We may have to put that on there.
Oh, gosh.
We'll do that in a commercial
That
break.
right there is how not to take a charge.
That's why I said you're probably right. Maybe better steer clear.
Good tackle. No quit in Hanceville.
No, they're going to play. They're going to play to that final second on the clock. And, we mentioned that earlier. You show up, you compete, and part of it is you got to learn how to win gracefully, and you got to be humble when you win. But you also got to deal with those losses too, and get something from it, learn from it, build on it, and rebound, because you got 2 days and you got to be ready. You got to get to work for the next one.
Yeah. You don't have much time. $1 in the concession
Everything in the
stand.
concession stand.
That's a good deal.
They got me for 10 earlier.
I could buy groceries for the week.
Got me for 10 also, and I didn't even get my Bulldogs cup.
You got the old styrofoam, didn't you?
Yeah, he got the styrofoam. I got the Bulldogs cup.
How was your chicken sandwich? It was
all right.
About the hottest piece of food I've ever felt.
Yeah, it was about 1,000 degrees. She hands it to me, and I don't know how she was holding it. I immediately threw that thing down. Burn all the skin on me. 42-24, 2:07 to go. Cold Springs probably going to eat all of this 2:07 as they just run it out.
Look at timeout. Oh, they're measuring?
There's no need to measure. Let's just call it like we see it, like we did earlier.
That's right.
I mean, earlier we didn't measure it for 15 minutes. Why measure it now?
Yeah, really.
Let's
make.
And it's going to be
a timeout.
Yeah, timeout. So, timeout Hanceville. We're going to go to commercial break. Check out these guys that have helped support our stream here tonight for Coleman County Schools.
All right, we're back, and in these closing moments here, got 2:07 left, as Danny told us right before we went to break, and it's 42-24. Cold Springs holding on to the reins in this game, and they got the ball and driving. Going to be 4th down and inches.
Oh, that's a bad deal.
Yep, that.
He doesn't get to ride the bus home.
We're not going to call his name. We ain't going to call his name on a penalty right there. But,
you
have those slip-ups from time to time. They changed up the count a little bit.
Excited to
He's played well enough tonight up there on that offensive front.
He has.
And, defensively and kicking. So
I haven't noticed the young man that got hurt. Have you seen if he's been back in the game?
I haven't.
I have not.
I don't even remember what number he was. Was it number 5?
I think he was 8. Was he not?
Yeah, number 8 with that shoulder. And straight T.
Yeah, same formation we've seen all night. Or for
quick
most of the
pitch.
night. Oh, he's got the corner.
He's going to go.
He's gone.
Got
a good angle on him, but
he's got that.
Not quite.
Touchdown Eagles.
Wow.
48-24, 157 left at Ray Talley Stadium.
No penalty flags.
Yeah, that one's going to be clean. We'll see. Cold Springs hasn't kicked an extra point all night. There's no need for two, but I don't know if they have a kicker on the roster.
They did during the warm-ups.
They did, okay.
They sure did. They got a kicker, number 10.
Number 10 is the kicker?
Yeah, he's just sophomore, big sophomore. But he kicks off for them, and he does some kicking duties. We'll see if they line him up back there, if they give someone else an opportunity. I see him adjusting a shoe. Nope. We're going for two, fellas.
Go for two.
And Robin hits me with a text. We win. Vinemont Eagles win 16-14.
Congratulations, Coach Robinson and crew.
So that's a big win. I know they've got a lot of faith in their year, a lot of seniors.
They just downed it?
Yep, just downed it.
Well, look at that
there.
sportsman. They got to go on ahead and kicked it just for practice. Got a sign over in the Good Hope student section that says "Get Loud." They're still cheering all the way to the end.
Richard, you can see that far?
I can actually. I can't. I can barely see what's in front of me, but I can see that over there.
No, I was talking about you can see all the way back to Good Hope.
Did I say Good Hope?
Did you say? Yeah, I think you said Good Hope.
Well, they probably got one up too. How'd they do tonight?
Good Hope. They got blitzed pretty hard by 5. In that jamboree type deal, it's 28-0.
Well, they're probably not getting.
5's defending state champions. They're running back, and like I talked about earlier, that Logan Anderson, he's the running back and middle linebacker. He's going to Clemson.
But Clemson's not what they used to be.
Yeah, they're down a little bit.
They're down some. So
they're just number 5 in the country now, or 6, or something like that. Instead of 5 runs wing too, and
like this
has had. Unquestionable success doing it.
This kid down here, kid from the band come walking up with 2 girls with the old cymbals. Figures getting ready to clap it in their face, and sure enough, he did. Classic middle school move.
All right, let's see if Cold Springs elects to kick this thing deep again to
bet
lead.
He doesn't.
Yeah, kick it. I bet it doesn't go to lead.
I bet it doesn't.
Nah. Corner shot, fair catch. 1:57 to go, 48-24. Cold Springs has it all wrapped up.
Well, this gives coaches an opportunity to kind of get their film and
look
at themselves a little bit and see what it is they need to work on going into next week. And
excited for to see the Bulldogs again next week. We get to follow that program as they travel to Holly Pond and get to see Coach McDaniels. I know they had a tough loss tonight, but battled well, 28-18, and so great things coming from his staff.
It's always a good home environment over there. The community turns out.
Oh, man, that place has so many people come watch.
Yeah,
it's
they
crazy.
They turn out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what's going on. Holly Pond always has a great home crowd. Scrambles out of the pocket. Nothing there. Throws deep. Got it. And that may be a touchdown. Number 7 for the Bulldogs. That's Ashton Hurst. He's going to get it in. That's going to make it 30-48.
And Hunter Black's done that all night long with his feet, keeping plays alive and making a throw on a run. Been some points put on the scoreboard tonight.
And for the first half to be, what did we have halftime? Was it 6? 12-6?
Something like
12-6?
It was 14-12, something like that. Two-point difference.
Hanceville is they're a big play team.
They are, they're explosive. They can score quick, but the wing tee gave them some trouble.
Well, you know what? I think this kid down here with the tank top on, I think that's the kid who was hurt.
Yeah.
Although it does look, having been a shoulder injury guy, if it was like
they don't
he'd have it wrapped up.
Yeah, they don't have him in the sling.
So that's
they
good
don't
to
have
see.
him wrapped up. So hopefully it's just a stinger and
Yeah.
And they give him a little therapy this week, some rehab, get him back as soon as possible.
He was number 8, right?
Yeah, he was.
I can see the number on the back of his shirt. That's number 8.
Drake Bentley.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see he's
glad to see he's moving around.
Yeah, he's a junior, so I know he wants to get the most out of his last 2 years.
Shout out to the band major. Is that what they call it, the band major? They're bringing the energy the entire time.
Yeah.
Well, that kid's
drum major.
Drum major. There we go. Okay, that's on me. Apparently, I called them baton twirlers earlier. They are majorettes, and that is the drum major.
And it is a drum major.
Despite the fact he has not played the drum the entire night, so maybe Ty's a liar. But the drum major's done a good job. He's kept them. He's led this band. They've done a really good job. The majorettes have done a really good job. Like I said, they're like ninjas down there slinging those things around. I haven't seen one hit the ground yet or hit anybody else.
Have you ever seen them light those on fire?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy, yeah.
Especially when they hit the ground. It's like the whole stadium could go up.
Yeah, especially if it's late season when that Bermuda's kind of went dark.
Yeah, drought season, you better just put some flashers on it. All right, we're going to have the hands team out here.
Yeah, Hanceville's going to hit them with an onside kick here.
After that, we'll probably just take a few knees.
Yeah. Man, what a comeback it would be, though.
Yeah,
3 scores, 141. Ty believes. Yeah. Onside kick. Gets a little bit of a bounce.
There you got it.
Yeah, hands team. Cold Springs recovers, and they will more than likely run out this 139 here. Cold Springs faithful still going strong. It's 48-30, 139 remain.
I think we'll probably maybe run a play or two and then take a knee, or just start with the knee.
I bet they hit one play, don't you, AD?
Yeah, they'll probably
one
hit
play, two knees.
And take a couple of knees, milk that clock for what it's worth. Of course, theoretically, you can run almost all the time off the clock.
Yeah, they're in the old victory formation.
They're in the victory formation.
He may run back. I figured he'd run back a little bit, wait.
You don't want to cost yourself any yards on that stat sheet by stepping back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
As the time ticks down, I want to thank our camera crew, Leah, Chase, Jessica, and Courtney.
Chandler.
I miss Chandler on the other side there. So we thank them and being able to bring you the action.
How about Leah taking on the hit tonight and then bouncing right back, getting right back in there, doing some sideline stuff?
Camden Kilgo just came on the field and got everybody pretty excited there for the Eagles. Want to thank Chris and Ty behind us for
shout out, boys.
I mean, they worked super hard to get all this prepared and ready, and it's our first night. We hope that it has been everything that you wanted and needed for Friday Night Blitz.
That Friday Night Football fix. Welcome back to the season.
That's right.
Anything we can improve, please let us know. No harsh comments, though.
Actually, we'd rather not hear. So we're just going to go on believing this was a great broadcast. And
AD is going to take next week off, but he'll be back. Mr. Orr and myself will be there at Thomas Beckenfelder for Holly Pond versus
I'm just going to let you know I will be watching on YouTube and listening. So
all right, we got you. We got you.
I'm gonna be.
We'll give you some shout outs.
You guys keep me tuned in, and I find out what's going on.
And Cold Springs will have the hunt for an undefeated season as they begin 1-0. Hanceville starts out 0-1, but a great effort by those guys, and they will look to recover next week at Holly Pond. Check out Cooking in Coleman as we go to the Holly Pond Cafe next week. Ty, is that going to do it for us?
And I think we are.
Yeah, I think we're talking. We want to make sure everybody knows that we will be live next week. Friday, we'll start again at 6:30. Get you some pizza ordered and some popcorn popped, and listen to the two soothing voices of Richard and Dan. So
have a great evening. Congratulations
to Cold
Springs.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank
great
you for
evening.
watching. We will see you next Friday.
Thank you for watching CCPOE.TV, a service of Coleman County Schools.